Oh, bro. August 2017. Yo, Jeff, what's going on, my nigga? It's been like 4 years, bro.
Yo, shout out to Jeff Taylor.
Shout out to Jeff Taylor, bro. Shout out to Jeff Taylor doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? I want you to stay down. Actually, I really need you to stay down because I know you overseas right now. Shit is hot over there, nigga. Yeah, listen to this right here. Make sure you bring your raggedy ass home. That's what we want you to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's good, man. Today is October 25th, 2021. Los, how you doing today, brother?
Nah, today's a beautiful day. Today's a beautiful day.
What is so fucking beautiful about today for you?
Looking at the crypto market, man, everything has been going beautiful. I'm seeing a lot of green, right, which is always a good thing.
A couple of reds right now. We ain't gonna talk about that. Go on.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that.
We don't got Bitcoin anyway. Fuck them.
Right? Yeah. But that's the thing, though. I think a lot of people are going to start taking profits off of Bitcoin and moving that around, right?
Yeah.
So that's when the altcoins are really going to start popping.
So right now, which one you think you see? Which one do you see yourself doing the long haul with? Which one you think is the one for the long run for you?
The two that I could think of right now, Solana for sure. Right, okay. Solana for sure, because of the NFTs and the ecosystem that they have built around it. I can definitely see Solana being that Ethereum killer, right? Like I could see Solana hitting 1,500, and then from there shooting up to that 4,000 range, the same way Ethereum did.
Let's see what Solana's at. So Solana's at 208 right now.
Right.
So if we take it back to the years, let's go back to the years. See what it's looking like. Okay, all right. Yeah.
Solana probably about 4 months ago, around that $6 entry.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think even before that, it was like $10 earlier in the years.
Yes.
Entry point.
Yes. Right? Yes, it did. The original entry point, but it quickly shot up to like 30. Well, what's this? $20 and 33, 46, and then it just took off from there. 59.
Yeah. Now, the beautiful thing that I love about Solana is no matter how much money you're moving worth of Solana coins, whether it's $300 or $3,000, the gas fees always stays the same. It's like 0.005 or 0.0005, something like that. Right? So the gas fees don't fluctuate with the amount of money that you're moving. It's always the same. So it's the same. Why wouldn't I convert whatever money I have to move to Solana and then move that, and then everybody wins? I'm not getting hit with exorbitant gas fees like Ethereum, and you know what I'm saying, the money. And another thing, 10 minutes from Coinbase to Crypto.com or to Trust Wallet, whatever, right? Bitmart, 10 minutes. Money is transferred. It's there.
It's transferred over. So what about internally? So like within Coinbase, like let's say you're going long on SHIB, and then you decide that, SHIB is taking a dip down. Which one would you convert to, and which one actually has the lowest fees? Are you saying that it's best to actually convert over to Solana and hold until, you're about to make your move back into SHIB? How would you do that?
I would probably move it over to Solana. Algorand has been making major moves.
That's true. Plus, you earn interest on that too, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Algorand and Ethereum on Coinbase, yeah.
Okay. All right. Sweet.
4% on Algorand and 4.5% on Ethereum, I believe.
Yeah. No, that's not bad at all. Yeah. No,
which is another great thing too that crypto allows you that even regular savings accounts don't.
Correct.
The money you're putting there, although it's going to fluctuate, you're still making a set percentage of whatever that fluctuation is going to be, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Some months it'll be low. Other months it'll shoot up, 500%.
Yeah. No, that's a fact. That's definitely a fact, man. I mean, it's definitely we're watching a lot of different moves, man. This time, it's some of the ones that I thought, like for me, like we discussed earlier. I mean, I'm a little disappointed with Poly, or I was earlier, like I told you. But look, now it's up 5.51%. See, I talk shit 1 minute. As soon as I talk shit, the shit turns green. You know what I mean? But the great thing about crypto is the volatility. I mean, the volatility is what actually allows, for those of us out there that may not be working with a lot of money, for those of us that want to take a step into day trading and, trying their hand at something, cryptocurrencies like Shiba Inu and Dogecoin and things that you could start off with just $5, $10, just practice run with. You know what I mean? Lotto money, right? Scratch off money. Let me give this a shot, see how flipping this works out. Oh, okay, wow. I had $10. Now I got $13. You know what I mean? Like it's a no-brainer for me, man. You know, for most people, I just think it's a case of where they just it's a hard concept for them to get, but you know, for those of you out there, blockchain's not going anywhere. Blockchain is here to stay. And if you don't even know what blockchain means, or when I say blockchain, then just let that be the one reason why you do need to go out there and do this. Because if you don't know what blockchain is, it's the equivalent of somebody back in the late 90s saying, do you know what the World Wide Web is? And you're going, no, I've never really heard of it. You know what I mean? What does it mean to me? Fast forward 20 years later, everything, your whole life, like literally.
and that's the thing. Like with crypto, you don't even have to wait that long, right? Like
correct.
I saw Invest with Alan, right? Who we both follow. He had on his thing today, the headline from 2013 is where it said Bitcoin for the first time hits
$100. I saw that. Yeah.
2013, bro.
That's crazy. You know, it's crazy.
You imagine
I had $100.
Right? Just you had 100. I'm sure you had 1,000.
I had a couple hundred. I had quite a few hundreds of dollars.
Scrape together at least $1,000 in 2013. I can't remember what you was doing back then, right?
Yeah.
If you would have just parked $1,000 and had 10 Bitcoin just sitting,
just forgot about it. Just put that to the side, like a savings, a Roth IRA, whatever you want to call it.
However you want to call it in your mind, the way you forget a CD, if you want to take it old school, right? Bearing bonds or whatever.
Yeah, whatever
old school term you want to use. Think about it.
There's nothing you would have put that $100 into,
or $1,000 into that would have given you the return of this, right? Like, oh shoot, I don't even know where he went. Hold on. And we're back.
The feds are on it, man. They don't want us to get the information out, bro. They're like, you guys need to just focus on what you're making. Stop trying to teach these idiots how to make money.
Don't even get to the inflation talk.
Don't even get to the inflation. No.
Making sense.
Don't worry, we're gonna give y'all props too. We're gonna let everybody know. Make sure you pay your taxes, because we know y'all coming. We know y'all coming.
First off,
don't worry about that.
Financial advice. We must say that. Not financial advice.
Not financial advice at all. Matter of fact, I don't even have any finances to even give advice about. You know, thanks to crypto now, I kind of do. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
this is more of a join us on our financial journey.
Yes.
Hopefully to financial freedom.
To financial freedom.
You know what I mean?
Or not.
Or not.
Yeah. But if you think it's not, I don't know where you've been hiding, bro. You must have been living under a rock for a while. But that's not my check.
For anybody
all over the place, bro.
Anybody who's still doubting crypto, you can pick any of the top 5 to 10 coins, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Solana, Cardano, Polygon, Polkadot,
Polypockets,
VeChain, Harmony. One has been doing major moves the last couple of days, right?
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of mad at. I was holding it 6 cents for like 2 months. When it shot up to 10 cents, all right, let me take my low profits and throw it into something else. Like 23 cents right now, 26 cents. You live and learn.
Yeah, man. You do. I mean, come on. You're talking about two dudes that actually had enough Dogecoin that we should have been millionaires off of it. But
hey, you live and learn.
You live and learn. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically all we're trying to tell you guys out there is that, you know what? Look, there's no science to this. There's no listen to us, listen to anybody else, invest with Alan, all of the other stuff, man. At the end of the day, I just want people out there to just use their basic logic when it comes to cryptocurrency. I mean, this was something I understand fully well, that in 2013, if somebody was to come up to you and I and say, "Hey, put $100 in Bitcoin," we would have looked at them and been like, "Well, what's a Bitcoin?" "Oh, well, it's electronic money." We're like, okay, I don't see, but don't worry, one day it's going to be worth like $1 million a coin. I'm like, yeah, okay, so you're like an infomercial. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
You know what though? But even with that, I would have done more. We both would have done more research.
Did a little bit more research. That's true, because the name never even came across the table for us, right? The name didn't start coming across the table like what, 2016, 2017.
Well, hearing about it, like really, but trying to actually get one. Nah, the closest I guess I could say I came was 2018 when Astrid got her Coinbase account and didn't.
Sorry, Astrid. He always has to fucking mention it, bro.
Didn't never pass information over, right? So I mean, talking seriously.
Yeah.
Bitcoin was what, $3,000 back then, right? Ethereum had dipped down to $80 back then.
Was still
$80 for Ethereum, bro.
Damn, bro. Could I if I put $1,000 in Ethereum, huh?
You know what I'm saying? Yo, not for nothing though. Ethereum last year, this time, $400.
Yeah, that's true.
$4,000 right now.
Yeah.
You know, again, like it's just, yo, close your eyes, throw darts, do whatever you want to do.
Just grab something. Grab whatever you can afford. Whatever you can afford. Don't break your bank.
You can afford. Don't break your bank.
Don't break your bank. Don't break your bank. Just play money. Just play money or that extra bullshit money. You about to go get 2 new Serwin Vega 15-inch subwoofers? No, nigga. How much is that going to be? $985 for 2 15s? Yeah. No, take that $985, put it where? What else you going to do? Oh, you just got your Chevy Malibu. You want to put some feet on it? Put some feet on it, huh? Yeah. Don't put no feet on it. Because let me tell you something, you're going to be able to put some real feet on some shit that's not a Malibu.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And in a relatively short period of time, bro. Like literally, Los, if last year when I contacted you and told you about Dogecoin, which by the way, I mean, I wouldn't even be having this conversation right now if it wasn't even for Dogecoin.
Right.
I mean, that was $300. When I look at what I have now compared to what I start off with,
that was our introduction for sure. For sure.
And I mean, even though missed out because I got caught up in the scalping, but we were all out of work. We were on lockdown, no money coming in, bills still coming in, never got my fucking tax return. So you know what I mean? As it's going up, I'm scalping, taking a little bit off here. I want to say I started off with like 100,000 Doge or like 200,000 Doge or something like that. But I'm not mad about it because I was able to still maintain and pay my bills off of it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool. So I got my money's worth and I'm still holding Doge now. Nowhere near as much. But I don't know what Doge can be. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, for what I'm holding, who knows? Doge could be one that 5 years from now, 8 years from now, could be like, oh, can you believe one Doge is $35,000? You know what I mean? All of a sudden, the little bit that I think I have ain't really a little bit. It's a lot. Yeah. So my thing is, like do your research on. Don't do your research on the actual coins. Do your research on blockchain. To me, any which way. Learn what blockchain technology is, how it works, how this whole cryptocurrency works, and you'll quickly realize that we've been doing cryptocurrency before cryptocurrency even existed. The only difference now is that we actually have control over that. Right. And by we, I mean all of us. It's not just just poor people, because the rich people know it's there too. And trust and believe they're making their money too. And you see them big clips and them big dips, that's them saying, hey, how much I got in the bank? I got $5 million. Damn, I got that $600,000 I got to pay off tomorrow. You know what? Slam that in on Sheeb. That's going to make everybody go out there, run that bitch up. And then as soon as it gets to about 6 mil, pull that bitch right back out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean,
it's an ATM.
That's how whales are manipulating the market, right? And I mean, blockchain, yeah, it's important to understand blockchain, but I think if you're going to invest in any coin, you should probably want to research that more so, right? Like, what?
But my thing, learn what blockchain is first. That way, then you can research the coins, so that when you go to research the coin, now you understand how that works within the blockchain. Now, that's what I meant. I guess my bad. Yeah, but I hear you.
Definitely, right. Yeah, because I mean, you researching the blockchain, and some people get caught up in that, right? But not really make the connection to NFTs or what differentiates a crypto from a token, or you know what I mean? Like it's like certain nuances like that where it's like, all right, well, what do I invest in? Like, will I invest in VeChain or VeThor token? Right?
Yes.
I would say invest in VeChain because that's the actual cryptocurrency. That's the blockchain format that everything VeThor token and everything else is going to be built off of.
Correct. But then on the same token, now you got the meme coins now, which basically they actually work off and get pumped off of actually just popularity. They're just being spoke about.
Yeah.
Like that's literally, some of them don't even have, like Dogecoin initially didn't have no meat and potatoes to it. It's just that for some reason, anybody like this coin with this dog on it. And people are like, well, I mean, it's not good. What I've quickly learned is that you can't say it. Yeah,
to a certain degree, Dogecoin still doesn't have any real utility to it, right? Like people like Mark Cuban and Elon Musk are trying to build up the hype and build a utility for it. Like, Mark Cuban is accepting it for the Dallas Mavericks, and he's saying he's not going to sell it; he's just going to hold it. But I mean, unless that's really adapted widely by the entire NBA, the MLB, the NFL, the NHL, Major League Soccer. What does that really mean, right? That just means one billionaire is holding on to Dogecoin.
Well, with the right name behind it, I mean, any utility can be attached to it, right? At the end of the day, like it's almost like it's like you're doing the marketing first without even having the business yet. That's what's crazy about it. It's like, okay, well, we've got, you know what I mean? We've got 10 million people that are Dogecoin holders, and they're die hard, and they're out there. I mean, as a millionaire or a billionaire, I would look at that and be like, what the fuck is this Dogecoin thing? Like, oh, it's just a meme coin. There's nothing attached to it.
Right.
But how many followers does it have?
Right.
There's like 10 million diehard people with like, they invested their money into it. Yeah. I think I want to mess with Dogecoin. You know what I'm saying? Like instantly, it makes sense to me. And I think that's why you have coins like Shiba and all of the other ones that are starting to come out now that, you know what I mean? People are like, well, I don't think there isn't. It's almost like the NFT. We're all learning this right now, right? Nobody, I don't care where you go to, whether it's our channel, somebody else's channel. Nobody knows everything when it comes to this. All that we do know is that this is the future. That we do know. We know blockchain is not going anywhere. As far as whether or not you need to be a ride or die for any particular coin, even with Bitcoin and Ethereum, I have to say, you know what, that's probably your safest place if you really don't know anything about, or you don't want to go through any of the research to learn any other coins, and you just want to, well, what's my safest routes to go? Well, those are your safest routes to go, and what you can just set it and forget it. And more than likely, as the months and as the years go by, you'll take a glance into that account and be like, oh, wow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's actually moving up. It's doing something, you know?
And I think it's important to note also that with Bitcoin right now on Coinbase, right, we were talking about earlier, you can have your Bitcoin and take a loan out against it, right? So
which is crazy.
Like, right, up to every Bitcoin you own, from my understanding, you can take out a loan up to $100,000. Right. So it's like taking that 401k loan, and you're paying yourself back, and you're paying yourself back with interest, and you're not losing your asset of the Bitcoin. You're still keeping it.
Correct.
Right. And you still have that play money to do whatever else you want. You want to take 50K off of that Bitcoin asset, you know what I mean, loan, and throw it into Ethereum. Go
Absolutely.
ahead.
Yeah, do that.
Go ahead. And now when you're doing that on Coinbase, you're still making 4.5% on the Ethereum money.
That's a fact. That's
right.
A fact. Yes. So technically you're at what? 3.5 points is really what you're paying in interest.
Is what you're paying.
And if you really know how to work Coinbase, I mean, you can get it all the way up to 14%. You know what I mean? And there's other platforms that are going to start offering the same now too. Oh yeah. So I mean,
they're offering 6% flexible interest on Polygon and Polkadot, and up to 10% interest if you lock it away for 3 months.
Ain't that crazy? Yeah. And they'll let, like, it's not even a case of where, like you said, you mentioned what's the ones you just mentioned it. God damn it. The one where you got to put your money in the account with your bank, and then you You can't touch it for like 2 years, 3 years, 4
Oh,
years. What's that?
the CD
CDs.
setup. Yeah, CDs. Yep.
I mean, just think about how far we've come there, brother. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
you got $100,000. You put it into a CD. What's the interest on an average CD? About 4 points, 5 points, 5%?
Not even.
Really?
Not even these days. Not even. You're looking at
No.
2.5.
Why the fuck would I let you keep my money for 2 to 3 years without touching it for 2.5?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Like
I did not know that.
Those days of locking your money away for like 8 years in the CD and getting 10% on your bread. Oh, those are long gone. Those were going back in 20 with the housing crash in 2008.
Wow. So you mean to tell me, because at the end of the day, I think what most people don't realize is that you do know that the bank uses your money. That's the whole purpose of it being there in savings.
Yep.
And they're investing in things like crypto and stocks and all of that other stuff too. So they're literally utilizing your money. Like I had somebody the other day, they were like, oh, what you want, Forex? I did Forex. They just, I paid the $3,000 and then I was like, wow. I was like, look, all I can tell you, Los, is I'm not here to talk bad about Forex. All I'm telling you is that anybody that's telling you to give them some money so that they can show you how to put it towards anything, no, not when it comes to cryptocurrency. You'd be better off if you're about to go sign up for one of those programs right now. I don't know which package you're buying, the $500 package, the $1,000 package, the ultimate $5,000 package that's going to make you a millionaire by 2023. Yeah, no. Take that money. I mean, what do you want to say, Carlos? Put on a blindfold, spin yourself around 3 times, write it all on the wall, and wherever you stop at the pin, that's where you throw the money in. You'll make more money doing that than by putting your money in the hands of these people. They're not there to help you.
Before we get to Forex trading, right? I just looked up the best high yield savings account rates, 5%, right? So Sally Mae has one of the highest ones, has the highest one actually.
Oh, I know her. She a hoe.
I don't know.
All I see is a white screen. God
damn it! All right. Anyway, Sally Mae is paying an interest for the year 0.70%. Right? Affirm and Bow Bank is 0.65. Ivy Bank is 0.61. Lending Club is 0.60. Quantico Bank is 0.55. You're not making any money by having your money sit in any savings account, high yield as they call it, at all. It's not happening. It's not happening, right? Now,
who's putting the money there? And how do they even attach the how do they even call that a high yield? I mean, is it just me? Like, I mean, maybe they were high when they put the shit all together. Like,
now, just like we were saying earlier, right? If you look at Ethereum a year ago, 400 year to date, $403.96. It's at $4,223 right now.
So that's 10x. That's 10 times.
That's 10x, right? Just on Ethereum. If you look at Doge, right? Last year, this time, which I remember our conversation, 0.02.
Yeah, so that's not even, that's what, 15x?
We're sitting at 26 cents right now.
So 13x.
Right?
No, hold on. We said 0.002, right?
0.002, yeah.
Oh, so that's like 200x.
Like 7,000x. Damn.
Yeah.
You're in the 20-cent range right now. It was a penny. So yeah, it's like like 7,000x at this point. Bitcoin last year, right? Well, you could have copped the Bitcoin for $13,600, which
even Bitcoin is what, 4x, 5x?
4x, right? Yeah, 60,000 right
now.
No
pun intended, people. And I know some of you probably went to a 4x seminar last year and probably even gave half of that 13. You should have taken that. And I know most of you think that you got to have 13,000 to buy Bitcoin. You got to have 1,000. You got to have $500 and buy Bitcoin. Absolutely. You don't need a whole Bitcoin to make money off of Bitcoin. Whatever you got, you could put into it. and it's going to that same 10x, 20x, 30x, whatever times it is. That's what you're going to make off of it, based off. You don't have to sit here and drain your bank account to do this. This is not gambling.
Yo, P, last year, today, Solana, $1.69.
Wow.
Now 12,000, excuse me, 12,000, 12.2 thousand X that off. And we at the $207 mark that we are now.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And when I'm telling you, I see the potential and I see the future in Solana. I see the layout. I see the NFTs, right?
I see the NFT is a big thing for me, because I definitely think that that's going to change the game. Like you said, with the gas fees, like I've been wanting to do the NFTs too.
Right.
It's been, unfortunately, when you're a little bit older, with some of you that might end up watching this at one particular point in time, you guys kind of, the younger generation kind of understands how this works. But we happen to be some of the lucky ones that actually get it and do understand that things can, will, and do change.
We get it to an extent, right? And we do understand the change. And I think that's a testament to us being alive within the if you look at the last 20 years, we lived through the most advanced technological phase, right? From TVs to phones to cell phones to actual house TVs in your car. Like, what the hell was a DVD player when we were born? Nobody knew about that, right? Like Walkman was something that you cherished.
Yeah.
Holy shit, yo, you got that non-skip protection, though. Like we've lived through so much advancements in technology.
You got a rewind button on that, or just fast forward?
You got to tape over, fast forward, back over and play. Damn, that's fucked up.
That's a fact.
Yo, but that's real shit, right? This is only like the next step in it. So, like, even with the invest with Alan, right? Like, looking at his thing today too, he's talking about with the miners and how he's he builds miners and he sells them, and he wants to start his own blockchain. He wants to start his own crypto, which, in my opinion, was coming from that is he's going to sell that off after a while once it starts actually generating money, right? He's probably trying to turn it into like the next Marathon Technologies Corp,
which he possibly can. I mean, he's got a decent following to do it on a small scale.
Possibly can, which is why I'm saying that's probably something else where the jump in probably won't be too bad, right?
Correct.
Because it's like, all right, cool. He already got it up and running. If talking about investing a couple thousand, getting the machines, letting them things run, and then when he sells off or goes public or whatever he's going to do, doing this
clean out, take it back out. Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Who knows?
If that's the play, and he has a Discord and he has the following and he's making money, it's not like he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Like, why wouldn't I follow this dude? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's a fact. Yeah, no, he's definitely. I like how detailed he is. There's a couple of them out there. Just for those of you that's out there that wants to, before you even start investing in anything, investing with Alan is a good one to watch.
On YouTube.
On YouTube, Tame the Ark is another good one to art. It's actually a Discord, but they actually stream the Discord on YouTube as well. So sometimes you don't get to see the graphs that they're looking at, but you still get an understanding of it because you have access to a lot of the, to what they're talking about. So from the time you hear, okay, well, they're talking about DOMA today or DWAC, you can jump on DWAC and you can listen to their conversation and be able to navigate through and be like, okay, I see what they're saying. There was 4 dips and they're expecting after this, if you go back to this time last year, this is what it did. You can follow suit with them too. And then one of my new favorites within the past month has been one called Trader TV Live. And they literally run this like it's like ESPN meets CNN meets I don't know. It's they literally show you their plays.
Like TMZ, if I think about it, right?
Yeah, like a TMZ,
yeah, it's because they got a little bit of everything in there.
A little bit of everything. You got a dude that comes out like he's the weatherman, but he's just talking about other stocks because the heavy hitters in the bull pit, those dudes are focused on, you know what I mean, what they're longing and shorting for the day. But I mean, the thing about it is that it's even if you don't understand this, the same way like I had to take apart, you know what I mean, my headlights today because I'm trying to do some stuff to it, and I didn't know how to take off the bumper of my car or how to remove the headlights. But you know, the University of YouTube is there. I was able to watch a video, and 10 minutes later, now my car is in the garage with the bumper in one corner and the headlights on the table. Hopefully, I know how to put that shit back together. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same thing within everything else. You know what I mean? You got a leaky faucet. You know, something's wrong with your TV. It ain't working. Your phone froze up on you. We all run to YouTube for everything. But I notice when I see somebody that when you have a conversation with them in cryptocurrency, they act like if, well, I don't know. It's like, what do you mean you don't know? Like, there's just, I mean, you literally can just Google and YouTube this and just watch what's going on.
The reason why I think that happens is because finances and financial education, financial literacy has always been put across to us as something you have to go to school for, right? Like with this age, again, like we're talking about, you can go on YouTube, you can go on Reddit, you can go, if you know what you're looking for and what you're, you know what I mean? Like what avenues you want to maneuver through and find what you're looking for, you can find all the information out there that you want. You can know what to invest in. You can know what to invest in a week before it's actually going to pop, right?
Yeah.
Reddit, them guys are amazing. Shout out to
Reddit. Oh, shout out to Reddit. Yeah, y'all definitely helped me out a lot in the beginning.
Great. You know
then now there's like there's a couple dozen that I have out there now that I flip-flop and you know what I mean? You know,
yeah, for sure. But again, this is all part of research, right? Don't mean you have to go on a computer and let me look on this chart and all the TAs, the technical analysis that you look
they've
at,
already done for you. But I think
right?
You know what I think it is those two.
No, but for the new people, right? When you look at these charts and you see these cup and handle and this arrow and this gain and this loss and you buy. All of that is going to make sense to you.
Open alligator, closed alligator. I'm like, what? They got gators here?
Is the best thing to teach you, right? As you keep hearing it, it'll start making sense.
It makes sense to you. Then you're like, oh, it does look like an alligator's mouth.
Shoot.
Oh, this is bull. This is bull.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Wow. Well, you see when you see the alligator, you see the bull.
Right. And well, it is a bear market. Everything is just like a bear, right? Like that's what these terms mean. It's just based off of what things look like. It's the stupidest terminology if you think about it, right? If you try to really make sense, but that's the spin that keeps the average person out right now. That's
out right now because they don't get the lingo. But I also think that I think a lot of people, when it comes to researching on the internet and even looking at the people like the Invest with Allens and the what have you, I think we're still coming for a time where a lot of people within our age group and older, it's almost like vacuum sales. You know what I'm saying? The dude that wants to come through and do a demo in your house to show you how great this vacuum works or what have you. I almost feel like if people think it's like, almost like a multi-level marketing scheme or something like that. This isn't a multi-level. Just like I just told you already, anybody that you are going to and trying to get into cryptocurrency or blockchain with, if the first thing that comes out their mouth is, hey, give me X amount of dollars and I'll show you, yes, that particular individual may be running some type of a multi-level marketing scheme.
Yeah. Nobody's going to take your crypto and flip it for you 10,000 times and give it back.
You have to do it.
Never going to happen.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, how do I get on? How do I put some money on Robinhood? Oh yeah, well just give me your money and I'll put it there and I'll mix it in with mine and no. That to me that's what Forex is. It's like, yeah, well, you put it there and we get trades sooner and you might be able to buy your stocks less. Like, yeah, no.
And really, that's in my opinion, that's what it is, right? Because Forex trading never made sense to me. Because you're trading based on what the other foreign exchange is going to do.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
The only foreign exchange that I notice constantly over the US dollar is the euro.
The euro, yeah. And China too, right? The yen? No. Not really.
I don't know. I mean, does it fluctuate ever to be over the dollar? I have no clue.
Yeah.
point. I mean, what am I trading to make more money to get to the euro if I'm not trading with the euro that's never going to dip below the dollar?
Yeah, correct.
Right. So basically, what you're doing is you're playing penny stocks, but with other countries' currency.
Correct. Yes.
Right. So
after that, you can do that all by yourself. Yeah.
Right. As Guatemala fluctuates up and down. Now you're gonna. No wonder why these countries are running to Bitcoin, and they're running to cryptocurrency, and they're trying to get out of this shit storm that they're in, to where they can get out of, because then their money is never going to be worth anything.
It's an actual light at the end of the tunnel, and I think the reason why.
Sure. Now, here's the thing that's going to kill. Here's the thing that's going to kill not us, right? It's going to hurt us because we see the inflation already, right? We see the gas prices going up. We see the food prices going up. We see just regular things that you would buy, like those prices.
Thanks a lot, Trump and Biden.
Yo, bro, I went into Costco.
Both of y'all.
Went into Costco today. I couldn't even find paper towels. They had no paper towels. So we're already at that point.
Oh, we got them here, but limit one per family.
You bullshitting.
No.
Jesus Christ. So all right. So wait, what was your
Are we really alive right now? This is crazy.
How crazy this fucking world is. But no, all right. So inflation. That's what I was going with. So if you think about inflation, right? We already said you're not making any money with the money left in your savings account.
Yeah.
Inflation to this point is up about 10% nationwide, right? When you factor in gas, food, and everything else, clothes, whatnot. I mean, the prices on TVs and everybody working from home, computer equipment, whatever, all of that's going up.
Yeah.
If you haven't made at least a 10% raise in the last year, you're really making less money than you were last year.
That's a fact, yes.
Because you can't afford to do the same things you did last year or the year before that, right? Now, if you look at Ethereum or Solana, like we said, went up 12,000% in a year.
Yeah.
What is a better hedge against inflation than something that's constantly shooting up? And again, pick the top 10 cryptos, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, Polygon, Polymat, Polkadot, Matic, like the
Poly Pockets, all of them.
Ethereum Classic, whatever. Like, pick the top 10, right? Yeah. Throw a dart and just hit something and let it sit there for a year. Let it sit there for 2 years. You're making money.
That's a fact. Yeah.
You're definitely making money. There's no doubt about that. No doubt.
Yeah.
Right. The only thing anybody ever probably lost money off of, which I saw, was Litecoin. Right. Litecoin at one point it hit like $400 and something. It dropped and never went back that far up from what I saw.
Well, what's Litecoin at now? Litecoin is at
190 something.
195, 94 right now.
Right. Now look back about 5 years maybe.
Damn.
Right. Let me see if I can go back that far. Because I know a couple people that got stuck with that bag still. They're holding on to Litecoin at like 4 and change. Right. So there are a couple. Where it's like, maybe I'll stay away from that.
Yeah, that shit nosedive, bro.
You see it, right?
God damn. That shit went all the way down to $23. Is that what this is? 22, 27 in 2019? Shit.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh no, yeah. All right, no, not 4. It was two something. Like mid twos. Oh, 318 hit though, like 3 something too. Yeah, 318 in here, and then nosedive all the way down to $25. Right.
But you know what? Some of them do that sometimes though. But I mean, look at the comeback though. When you look at the comeback, it's like,
oh yeah, but I mean, that's the only one though. I don't think Litecoin ever hit that 318 again. It went to 2 something. High 2s, mid high 2s, and never hit that 3.
214.71.
Right. And now when it comes to Dogecoin, that's the thing that scares me about that, because it's built off of Litecoin.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Dogecoin is built off of the Litecoin platform. So Dogecoin, I think, has room to grow still, of course, right? Is it going to hit that $300, $400, $500 mark? No. You know what I mean? It'll probably hit $3, $4, which still is a great buy-in if you're getting it in at 25 cents.
Hell yeah, especially if you bought in anything. To me personally, as long as you get into Doge under $1, I don't think that you've got anything to really worry about. If you're looking at trying to do a flip within, you know what I mean, trying to make some quick money, yeah, Doge may not be it right now. But in the long haul, I'm almost certain that Doge will get to the dollar mark and may even exceed that as, like you said, it becomes, becomes more efficient and it's actually used because Doge is actually supposed to be utilized as a currency.
Well, yeah, because they have this the bridge, the Ethereum bridge coming, right? With the Ethereum 2.0 coming out. So what I think is going to happen is since the Ethereum gas prices are so high, they're going to use Dogecoin to process the gas fees.
Yeah, right? That would make sense.
Automatically would I mean that's gonna skyrocket that at least to $1. At least to $1. Correct. Now you gotta level it out to what the Ethereum, you know what I mean? To make it make sense to where all right, well still
whereas right now, so basically we're talking about that, you know what I mean? Sometime relatively within the next 12 to 24 months, we could possibly see those go 3x, possibly even 4x.
Oh yeah. If not
every day, all day, that's a good investment.
If not sooner than that. Yep.
If not sooner than that. Yeah, like that's a fact.
Yeah, that's being bearish with it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
because we are in the beginning of the bull run.
We are.
You never know where it's gonna go. Like Dogecoin went from 0.002 this time last year to 72 cents.
72 cents
of this year.
And if we know historically, especially when it comes to altcoins and cryptocurrency like this, once they've touched a peak before, they will touch it again. It's just when.
Yeah, they're going to touch it again, more than likely surpass it, except Litecoin. That's the only fucking one. That's the only one, bro.
But you know what? Litecoin's in the game, though. I mean, they want to heavy. Well, let me see.
Litecoin's in the game, the swing trade, in my opinion. If you can catch Litecoin on a dip, it'll dip down to like 118, and then it'll peak at about 200. So if you got some money to play with, you can swing trade Litecoin depending on how the market's going. Right? I just see the utility for Litecoin. I don't hear nobody talking about it. Like, I mean, like, there's no.
I see what you're saying.
I'm trying to look at it, and it's like, where? It's kind of like the Ethereum that just didn't make it.
That didn't make it, yeah.
Right? It's the same.
You mean like the classic I'm holding on to still, goddamn it.
Oh, come on now, let's not put that out there. I got a heavy bag on that one.
I just want that claim. Can you open the zipper? Can you let a nigga get a little peek inside the bag? Goddamn it!
I got a heavy bag on that ETC.
Every day I'm sitting there looking at that ETC. I'm like, man, you know how much more sheed that gives me if I just let go of this bitch right here. It's like,
here's the thing, though. With my buy-in on the ETC, like even if it hits the last all-time high of 170, 180, right? Like that's what the last I think I want to do. I'm straight. I'm cool. I'll pull out everything. I'm good. I'm okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not gonna get rich off it, but I'll be all right tonight.
I mean, for most people, to me, I don't think you should get into this to get rich any which way. I think it's just the case. No. To me, what I see with cryptocurrency, I actually see it as a means to be able to replace your job personally. And I know for most people that might be like a big, like a long stretch to really be can it?
A lot of people can't even imagine not working, right? Because if you think about it, we've been institutionalized since young, right? Like you go to school, you sit behind a desk, you get there on time, you're in the hallway, you walk on the right, you know what I mean? Not on the left, you got your lockers, everything institutionalization, right? The highest form of institutionalization is prison, but the more free,
I don't know nothing about that.
Neither here. But the more free form is the workforce. You got to get to work. You got to be in the office. You got to get there on time. Hey, if you're not there on time, 3 latenesses, you get written up.
Correct. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to wear proper business attire. You got to.
Correct.
It's all about institutionalization, which cryptocurrency and these young kids, which I love you guys, man. Let me just.
Yeah, you guys get it, bro.
That's one thing that I do want to do. When we do this, I want to give much love to all the young kids out here. And I'm mad that we're doing this 44 minutes in. I want all love, respect, and props to all the young kids out there that are showing us old heads that, everything that we were shown and taught in our life is based bullshit.
Basically bullshit. It's about work. We've all heard the work smarter, not harder, but we never really quite put that into play, did we?
Along with that was work hard and save your money.
And save it. And
right.
One day you might be able to own a home like this.
Yeah. Show the bank you have $1 million, and that way they'll loan you another $1 million.
$1 million, you know?
How the hell I'm supposed to get to $1 million working 9 to 5 for this minimum wage ass job?
Correct. Like, yeah, when like my check ain't even here yet, and it's spent. Like I already got it. Yeah. Facts.
It's already taxed. It's already
and it's getting taxed. It's getting taxed heavy. There's no options for it. Like it's just. They really, you know what I mean? Like I said, like the new generation is so focused, and they understand it. They don't want to lock themselves down to what I mean, these dudes are most of them are minimalists. They ain't even trying to get homes. You know what I'm saying?
Let me just say one thing, which they have on their side that nobody that I've heard has ever said. They have their youth on their side, right?
That's a fact.
Means they have their health on their side. Right now, although we're playing the game, we're still playing catch up. Right? Because it's like,
and we have dead. We pushing 50,
bro. Hopefully, Because think about it too. Like they say, the youth is. I mean, the what is it called? Young youth is wasted on the young, or some shit like that. Have that saying goes. Right?
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Well, that one too. But anyway, like think about how many 16, 17, 20-year-olds called you old in the last year, right?
Right? What up, OG? Like, damn.
When the fuck that happened? Right?
When I become an OG.
Now, like with me finding out that like Erlen passed away when he was like 81, I'm like, shit, I'm halfway there. Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, the time perception is so different now.
Yeah, it's a fact. You know? It's almost like there's a rush to it for us now. It's like, I have to get this. Yeah.
I only have 41 years left here, hopefully.
Yeah.
I already did 41, but that shit then flew by, bro.
Yeah. You can give me, dude. I'm asking for this. I just want another 47, dog. Can you give me 41? I'll take 41 with him. If he's gonna be here for 41, I'll be at 41 too.
Come on, man. Yeah. So it's like, and this is the beautiful thing where I'm saying that with the millennials, where they have their health and their youth on their side, they don't have to worry about. Well, let me still lock down this 9 to 5 to hold on to health benefits. Right.
Correct,
God forbid something happen. I'm gonna need to at least know I can go to the hospital and get looked at.
Yeah.
Right. They don't have to worry about that right now because at 25, 26, 23, who was thinking about that? I wasn't.
Yeah,
I didn't actually start opting into healthcare because remember back then, you could opt in, opt out, whatever.
Correct.
I didn't opt in until I was 30. I was like, shit, 30. All right, well, I got.
Because before then, you were like, hold on, you gonna take out how much money for what? Just in case? Yeah, nah, I'm a picture of health. I'm good.
You're taking 130 out my check a week to say that just so I can never go to the doctor anyway. No, not happening. Not happening.
Not now. I tell you what, when I start feeling sick, I'll sign up.
I'll sign up then, right? Yeah, I hope you have open enrollment, bitch.
Yeah.
No, but that ass. All right, so that's the thing with like these millennials, man. I praise them. I thank them. It's like holy shit.
Yeah,
amazing. The dude that started Bitcoin, Shitobi Nakasagi, whatever the first his name is, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Absolutely. You literally you did the work, bro. You did the people's work. That's crazy.
Real quick, for the ones who hopefully is watching this 50 minutes in, and you're not going to do the research on blockchain. All blockchain means is every computer that's in everybody's house that signs up to be a part of that blockchain is basically part of that blockchain's banking system.
They all part of the system. We all the bank, bro.
It moves.
I got the bank today. Lowe's got the bank.
You go.
30 seconds from now, you got the bank. I mean, it just keeps flowing.
And how it helps is the more people that get miners that become part of this banking system, the faster the system moves, the more incorruptible.
You're right.
Uncorruptible it will be, right? Because you never know what transaction's happening where. It could be in New York.
It's always moving.
And California the next, and then China the next, and then down in Belize.
You might have bought you know what I mean, particular tokens that went through my system here. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which makes it the only way they can stop it, and they meaning, you know, the powers that be at that
they got to shut it all down, the whole thing.
The entire
internet
internet system down.
The whole grid. And when are they going to do that? How would they do that?
It's possible. But if you're
possible.
looking at Elon Musk, why is he having these Starlink satellites going up all over crazy? Right?
You think he's trying to have his own backup, that if they tried, he already got something there?
Oh, bro, I think there's going to be a huge combo between
That's a good point.
Between Tesla and Facebook, in my opinion, right? Facebook is coming under a lot of scrutiny from the government right now, right? Rightly so, because if they have algorithms that are affecting young people, young women especially, and making them feel less about themselves, yo, that shit got stopped. We ain't doing that.
Yeah, we ain't doing that on the side.
Yo, Zuckerberg, get your shit together. We ain't doing that. However, right?
Engelbert Humperdinck, you need to get your shit together, bro.
However, I think all this shit is important. Facebook is important. How many people run their businesses off that? That one day that Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp went down.
Oh, everybody was. Yo, my girl, she done turned off her phone like 4 times. She was like, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's this iPhone 7 I got. She was freaking out. I guess I am gonna have to get the one without the button. I was like, yeah, but you gotta get rid of that button.
Yeah,
still got a button, bro.
Yeah, iPhone 7. But I'm saying Facebook right now is worldwide. It's too big for the U.S. government to shut down. Right?
Yeah.
So Facebook will probably now switch to some sort of blockchain solution and now run off of everybody else's PC. Because what is it anyway? It's a social
network. So if cryptocurrency can run on it, why can't a social, you know what I'm saying, media network run off of it?
Now imagine everybody with Facebook also on birthdays. You're not just giving happy birthdays, whatever. Send some crypto to them through Facebook, whether it's Cardano, Ethereum, Solana, whatever,
Shiba Inu, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Dogecoin, right? Yo,
I ain't got no problem with it. You can send me 100 Shiba, which is what does that equate to? About $2, maybe $1,
right?
Whatever. I'll be happy. That'll be the best fucking birthday gift you can give me.
If you think about it, Reddit is already doing it, right? You can send, and YouTube is doing this with the super chats, right? And that's crypto. That little currency that you're sending. They name it something else.
Yeah,
but it's crypto.
But it's still crypto.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So why not? Why not run Facebook off a blockchain? Why not incorporate all this other stuff that would make Facebook even more interactive and even more like just a beautiful place,
more of a community in which we're actually helping each other.
As long as you please Zuckerberg, take the bots off this shit.
Yeah.
Right. So when you have a girl that's putting something on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, or the negative shit.
Yeah,
just delete it. There's algorithms for that. Yo,
that you can do that with.
That's a fact. Why is there not an algorithm for the N-word? Why has there not been an algorithm yet? Like you can't say what's the word for Jews? The kike, right? You can't say that out like crazy. You can't type that out.
I mean to say kike.
I mean, because he's trying to use that as a right. Yeah.
I'm sorry, my Jewish girlfriend. She took that the wrong way.
Yeah, those Jewish girls are amazing.
Well, we just lost the Jews.
We never had them.
They ain't on here.
Yeah, but seriously though, like, why is it not an algorithm just to block that? Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's so rampant. Why can you still put it on somebody's post, DM them that, like, you know what I'm saying? Jamel Hill and Colin Kaepernick and all these people that just speak their mind, they got to get harassed.
Correct.
With this shit.
With that, yeah, no, it's true. Yeah,
right.
No.
I mean, I never tried, but can you as far as the LGBTQ community is concerned. Can you put the F word out there like that? Can you type that out?
I don't think so. I know most of the time when I'm trying to do my comments on certain things that, you know, TikTok and what lately TikTok's algorithms is catching it though, because I mean certain conversations I just say regular shit and then I gotta go and then they're like, yeah, this is similar comments have been flagged, and then I gotta like reread what I wrote and like, all right, so what is it? Oh, because I said, did I put white with people at the next to it? All right, so let me try white tea.
Is that flagged? But
the Milky Way.
The N word you can type and fly freely on everything. Why is that still so?
Because niggas are everywhere.
Nah, but come on.
Sorry, niggas. My bad. I'm saying that. I'm a nigga too. I could say nigga. I don't want nobody else say that.
No, that's the thing though. We can't. We can't, because if we're trying to say everybody else can't, then we can't neither. Because I've never heard one Jew say to another Jew, "Yo, what up, Mike?" Right?
Kike. I was just repeating what he calmed down.
Fly high on windy days is what I was going for.
That's what we're going for,
yes. Right? Or yo, even with you know any Spanish dudes, Hispanic dudes we know, they don't call each other's.
I clean my windows with Spick and Span.
Spick and Span is one great cleaner for sure. It's a
great product.
But you never hear them referring to each other as such.
As a cleaning product. That's true. That's true. You never hear them going, listen here, Fabuloso. It's the last time. And you the purple one too, nigga. You ain't even
the red one, my G.
You ain't even the red one, nigga. You the purple nigga. You been around forever. Get out of here.
Yeah, that purple one been around forever. That shit smells so good though.
That shit do smell good. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to all my Spick and Spans out there with purple Fabuloso. Y'all niggas definitely did it for me. Appreciate you. Before then, we used to burn incense.
And a quick Febreze hack for anybody who wants to know: if your Febreze run out and you don't feel like spending money for the refills,
that's a fact.
Unscrew that, little Fabuloso,
little water.
Bang. Yo.
I take it there even further. If you got some family members coming over, you know that old pot, you don't cook it anymore because you actually you scraped up the bottom. It's got like little hairs underneath it. All the Teflon is sticking up. Throw a little water in there. Throw a little bit of Fabuloso and put the heat on low.
And just let it boil. Let it simmer.
Let it simmer. Whole house. Facts. Quick, fast. Yes, sir. That's what.
Yo, these are air freshening tips.
These are air freshening tips from the crypto kings, nigga. You don't think we know it all? We from Ethereum to Fabuloso, nigga. But what other channel is giving you this? What other is investing with Alan giving you cleaning tips?
No, he
didn't. No.
He ain't on there this long.
Yeah, he don't even talk about Jews, even though they doing little. You know, that dude did a little. You know what I mean? They got killers out there now. Niggas ran up. You know what I'm saying? You got little Jewish hitters out there in these streets now in Queens. But you know, yo, what's up with that though? Y'all actually had a Jewish dude do a hit the other day in front of a hotel in Queens. You didn't see it?
No. Where was that? I had no clue.
Around the corner from you, bro.
Oh, yes. Yo, I know.
I was like,
I don't.
My man was like, yeah, something's wrong.
Jewish.
Something's wrong with my engine.
All right, shout out to Homeboy on 132 and I think the Conduit. That's where.
Yeah, it was at the Conduit. Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy. But did you see the backstory to him though? His backstory is crazy.
Oh no, I didn't even look up Homeboy after that.
Yeah, you got to look up his backstory.
He's got a whole.
He's got a whole. Him, his brother.
We're talking about offline.
Yeah. Fact.
That's crazy. Not though. That don't mean to hang up, man. I didn't actually mean to hang up at that point.
I mean, I understood when you said we'll talk about it offline. You have to. I was like, yeah, we talk about it.
I didn't. I'm sitting there and I'm like, boop, where the fuck you go?
It's all right. I just went to get another glass.
I don't want to talk about it right now. We can talk about it.
Fabuloso, wine, cryptocurrency, and Jewish shooters, nigga. That's what 2022 is about. Nigga, get your shit together.
Nah, dead ass, man.
Man. But this was good. In closing for today, for tomorrow, all I will say for me on my end, I don't know what advice you're going to give, but I definitely say on the lower end of things, for those of you out there that just want to jump in on it and see what's going on. If you got a couple of dollars, I would actually strongly suggest that Robinhood is the easiest platform to work on. If you don't know what you're doing, Robinhood is definitely the easiest. The only thing with Robinhood is that you are limited with your choices. It kind of goes from one extreme to the other. So you got Bitcoin at like 60 some odd thousand. You got Ethereum at like 40, whatever the hell it is right now. And then you got Dogecoin, which is coming in at a strong 25, 26 cents, fluctuating right now, which we're in a bull season. So my thing is, if you're watching this and you've probably watched a few others as well, my thing is download that Robinhood app. We're not even getting paid for it. I'm just telling you what helped me out. That was the first one that I worked on. And throw over $10, $20, whatever you would normally spend on some lotto tickets, some cigarettes, some alcohol, whatever you consider disposable. If you go out on a weekend clubbing and you usually grab a VIP for $300, you know what I'm saying, with 2 bottles, all I'm saying is pass on the VIP this weekend, take that $300, dump that on Robinhood, and play around a little bit, and you'll see what's going on. Just park it there.
Yeah, man. No, definitely. I mean, in closing, Robinhood is definitely that was the first one for me too when it came down to the crypto, right? Because that was the first platform I was able to invest in crypto in. Dogecoin was the first crypto that I invested heavily in. It paid off. But then if I'm looking back though, everything would have paid off. Anything I would have invested in back then would have paid off, right? So the first thing is get the platform open. Robinhood is great, right? Regardless of what people say about it, and they don't have wallets, you don't own the tokens and the coins and everything.
All that don't matter. I just want to add one thing to what we both just said. It's going to ask you for your driver's license, your social security number, access to your bank account. Yes, you're just not going to be able to get on a cryptocurrency application and make thousands of dollars and the federal government not know who you are.
Because you will make thousands of dollars.
You will. And that is the reason why they need it. They're not trying to steal your identification. They're not trying to, use your credit card or gain access to your bank account to take money. They just want to see what you are moving so that they know how to properly tax your ass at the end of the year. Correct. You are going to have to pay taxes.
Pay your taxes.
Yes, please.
Pay your taxes.
Because they coming heavy, boy. They going after the rappers now. Who do you think is next? Crypto millionaires and social media influencers. They coming. Absolutely. Make sure your books is good.
Absolutely. And with that being said, listen, if you follow Donald Trump, there's always a way around that.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
Now,
that's a fact.
So, Robinhood, getting back to what we were saying, Robinhood.
He knows all the tricks.
Robinhood is great. Coinbase is great.
Coinbase is great.
And it's on the stock market. So if I'm not mistaken, I think you're kind of FDIC insured to a certain amount.
To a certain degree, yes.
Right?
Yes.
Crypto.com is another.
Crypto.com is awesome for the ones that you really don't, you know what I mean? The weird ones that people come to you be like, hey, you heard about Ratcoin, VeChain? You're like, what?
Right.
Huh?
Right. Yeah. And just so y'all know that we real about it, I ain't got no links below. You ain't clicking my link and getting there. We ain't making nothing off this. This is just
this the only link we got below.
Which is definitely not financial advice, right?
It's not financial advice.
Right. So
it is healthier for you than some of the other options you guys are doing. If you're drinking Mad Dog 2020 and 2021, dog.
Oh, man.
I don't know what to tell you.
I ain't going to help you off of that. Nah, but So, Robinhood, Coinbase, Crypto.com. Gemini is an okay app for my usage of it. However, moving coins around takes some time. So if I if I have like when I had my I think I had Polkadot in there. I sold it. It took 3 days for that to clear, and then I can move that money over. That doesn't mean decentralized finance for me.
Yeah, that's
right. Like it should
that's true.
That long.
Decentralized finance is instant, meaning when I ask for my money's supposed to be right there.
Same hour, right? Like even Bitcoin, I think takes like 2 hours to process. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like give me at least same day, couple hours, something like that. Don't I gotta wait until 3 days.
That's why you guys will love Robinhood, man. You make some money on Robinhood, you're like, oh my God, I'm up $500. What should I do? Whatever you want to.
Whatever you want.
You want to dump it right back into your bank? Just like that. It's right there.
And with Robinhood, you get the checking account card, and you're earning
you get the ATM card
interest on your money that stays in your buying power, which again, like we went over, is higher than any interest you could earn on any savings account through any bank right now.
So what we're saying is, even if you don't get this crypto shit and you don't even want to do it, you can literally just dump your money into Robinhood, put it right there in your buying power, and earn 3%.
Earn 3%.
I don't know what else to tell you. Wait till you get your first. You know what? I do know what to tell you. Put your money into Robinhood. Put it in your available cash to buy. Don't touch it. Wait till you get your 3%, and then take that 3% and invest that shit into the crypto. You get that? Does that work for you guys?
That sounds like a safer option, right?
Don't get no safer. I mean, you're gonna kick yourself later because you're like, if I had put that money into some, but it's okay. I get it. We were all scared at one particular point in time, but
this is where I think even downloading the apps like Robinhood, Coinbase, Crypto.com, like this even helps, right?
Yes.
If you look back, like everything in the micro, it looks volatile and crazy, and things are going all over the place. Step back on the macro.
Yeah.
Look at everything on whether you want to put from 1 year to 5 years. I guarantee you this thing is going on a constant steep up climb.
It hasn't stopped.
Has not stopped.
It has not even. I mean, you get little dips, but at the end of the day,
little dips.
It has not
Again,
stopped.
Little dips if you look in the micro, but on the macro, bro, it's a constant just upward trend.
It's off. That's a move,
right?
Yeah, that's the move. That's
so if we talking about and we're only at a $2.26 trillion market cap right now. Something.
Yeah, we're about to approach 3.
Yeah, 2.1. I'm saying right now, right? Is that right?
Yeah, we're getting there. And I mean, $3 trillion, bro. Like we did $1 trillion this year.
Oh no, my bad. We're up 2.1%. Yeah, that's right. We're up. Oh shit. Yeah, $2.61 trillion, right? Which is the highest that we've ever been. $1 trillion.
Yeah.
Right?
We're running to that 3.
Gold, actual gold is at $11 trillion.
That's crazy, bro.
We're nowhere near
it.
Gold.
But I am happy at the fact that gold, thanks to blockchain and cryptocurrency, is about to become very affordable again.
Oh, yeah.
And even better when you're making money on the blockchain to go out there. So if you're a dude that likes gold, or you're a woman that likes gold, need I say more? Do yourself a favor, because these days,
unless you have something that means something, right? That's like it's these are the only 2 chain necklaces I'll ever have, right?
And that's because it means something to you.
It means something. One was given to me by my mom. The other one, rest in peace, Auntie Roxanne.
Yeah.
I'm never buying any more gold.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Not when you see numbers not when you're like, hold on, what did 7,000% in 12 months? Like, I mean, you got so many people who will sit there and be like, yeah, man, I get gold because, I mean, and I watch certain dudes walking around, got the thickest shit on, and I ask them like, yo, you know anything about blockchain, crypto? They're like, I'm like, wow, you're wearing your future. Like your paid off house, your kids' college tuition, the whole shit.
You have no idea how many dudes I've met throughout my life, right? And even me at one point, I was like that too, right? Because again,
too.
Not understanding financial literacy.
Correct.
I'm thinking that, okay, old school. I'm gonna buy some gold, And if I ever run into hard times, I could always sell that.
That's how it worked back then, right? Falling back on your rent payment, your car, whatever. You put it in a pawn shop real quick, pay your bill, you get your check, you take it back out.
Take it back out, right? And it's like rotating. That's so ass backwards in thinking.
It really is.
Ass backwards.
That's exactly what they wanted for us, though.
Absolutely. Why there's so many pawn shops in the hood, but there ain't none in them upper class ritzy areas where taxes are 10,000 and better?
Because they got cryptocurrency up there.
Well, no, they had stock back then.
And they got stock,
right?
That's
true. Well, here's a new thing too, because even with stock, tech stock is the new crypto of the stock world too, right?
Yes,
like it's not about investing in gold and oil and all this other long-term shit like that no more. Now we investing in Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, Visa, MasterCard.
Absolutely.
Everybody who's
invest in what you use. I agree with that.
Even Nike. I was talking to my homeboy Dominic a couple nights ago, last night, whatever it was. And I was like, yo, back in 98, we were graduating high school. Remember how many pairs of Nikes you had? Yeah, I had a few. Yeah, well, what was Nike stock back then? Oh, God. Los, let's not do this. I don't want to talk about it.
No, we need to.
Shits and giggles, right? I look back on it. Yo, 1998, Nike stock was like $5.20.
Damn.
Nike stock right now is $140. Not a huge come up.
But if for every time you decided to buy a pair of Nikes, you had said, you know what? Let me buy it. Instead of buying 3 pairs,
for every $5, now you got 140.
That's a fact.
$100 alone would have been like, damn, that's some shit. Right?
Yeah, it's true.
And mind you, this is 1998, so it's not going to be a one-time dump. And this is the thing that we need to stop in our mindset too. When you think about investing, it's not a one-time, I'm going to put the money there, set, forget, and just leave it. Nah, like you have to be invested in your money. You have to make sure your money is working for you.
And have your money be a reflection of you. Yes.
Correct.
I agree.
You always want a DCA, dollar cost average, right? Let's say you got in Bitcoin when it was $30,000, or excuse me, $60,000. When this flash crash, or not even flash crash, this crash came down, it dipped down to 28.
Yeah,
you had some money set aside to throw some more cash in that. Bring your average down now. 60, you back down to 45
or whatever.
Now you don't have to wait until 60 to sell off.
Correct. Yeah.
And now how much built-in equity you got? It's the same as a house, right? You do things and you add money to your house to add built-in equity,
to add the value to it. Yes.
Same thought process. Bitcoin is the foundation of all blockchains. It's the granddaddy. It's the first one. It's never going nowhere.
It's not going nowhere. Right? The other ones you can sit there and be like, yeah, it's possible, and I couldn't argue with you. Right. Anything's a possibility.
And not say Bitcoin's always going to stay number one. It could fall down to 2, 3, 4, 5.
Correct. Right? And Ethereum, Solana,
that's going to be the store of value, because now the reason why I'm saying it could drop down to 2, 3, 4, 5 is you got to remember inflation. So money itself is going to go up, or whatever money is worth is going to go up, right? So a $4,000 Ethereum right now and a $4,000 Ethereum 5 years from now is going to be two different things.
Two different things. Yeah, that's
right. So, and you got a limited supply of Bitcoin. Ethereum is unlimited. It's like there's so many different moving factors that can make things move up and down.
Well, there was one that a dude said that Tesla stock, when Tesla came out, I forgot what a new Tesla cost, but he was like, you could have spent X amount of dollars on buying a Tesla.
Right.
Or you could have taken that same money that Tesla cost, and you would be a millionaire right now. Like
Bro,
that, when you think about that, like that's just
if you invest it
doesn't even make sense, right? It's like you're like, that's impossible. That's impossible. So you telling me the time period it took from when I bought my first Tesla, you know what I'm saying? And 5, 6, 7 years later, if I had taken that Tesla money and actually bought Tesla stock with it, I would be a millionaire right now. Like that's just crazy, man.
In fact, just so I don't get this wrong, let me look this up, because I look at these guys, the Earn Your Leisure. I think I told you about them before, right? And they have a guy on there, master inventor, Ian Dunlap. This guy is amazing. When I tell you, when Bitcoin made its first run up early in the year, and he was like, look for your buy-in to be at 28,000. and the shit hit 28,000. Right? And
That's a
when
little spooky
Ethereum,
right there.
yo, no, he does, like, you got to follow him on Instagram. He has like this whole crystal ball thing that he does, and it's amazing, right? The amount of money he's made people, and he has his own Red Panda Patreon thing too, where you could buy into and things like that, which I just started finding out about. He's more spot on with the stocks than crypto. He says, I don't like crypto. However, he's been invested in Bitcoin since 2018, I think, or 2017, something
that
like
ain't
that.
The millionaire dude, right? Is it like a millionaire dude that still lives in an apartment, something like that?
I have no clue how much he makes or what he's making. Right? But here he goes. He goes $82,872.38 is how much money you would have invested, how much money you would have right now if you invested 10K in Tesla when I told you about the stock. And this was April 8th, 2020.
Wow.
So April 8th, 20, and I mean, and right, 10,000. A year and a half ago, though. A year and a half ago. A lot for some people, but a year and a half ago, 10,000 would give most people more than a year's worth of salary.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, for Florida, shit, that's the income of a husband and a wife
on a median income, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
And I mean, and so when you look at Tesla, they're invested 20-25% into Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin is going up, it's no wonder now these third quarter reportings are coming in. Bitcoin and shot up. Of course, Tesla's going to shoot up. Right?
Yeah.
Again, it's all driven by crypto.
Yeah.
Like crypto is the new store of value, the new hedge against inflation, at least for now.
At least for now, yeah. Well, I was watching something tonight where it actually said that a lot of these governments, they were talking about the China, because China's been competing with, because right now when it comes to goods and shipping and shit like that, everything has to be bought in USD, right? So if you're Guyana and you're buying goods from Haiti, you got to take your Guyana dollars, turn it into USD, and then you purchase your product. So that's basically how it works for the globe. China's been like, yo, the US, since the Industrial Revolution, the motherfuckers ain't got nothing, man, but they just print money. Why is their money still the main money that we're working with? So a lot of people feel that the reason why China is coming so hard after this is because they actually feel that it's not going to give them the opportunity to take over the USD, because there's a lot of people out there that think that crypto might box all that shit out the way.
Oh, for sure. Yo, we printed.
People might actually be buying and selling product in Bitcoin instead of USD globally.
18 months, I think the US has printed an extra $9 trillion, right, for all the money that was given out throughout the pandemic. And now you have still low pay wages and all of that, so people are not rushing back to work.
Correct.
Right. So
not when shit like this is going on. It sure ain't.
The debt ceiling they were talking about raising in 2027 is probably now going to be raised in 2023.
Oh yeah, Social Security is definitely going away.
Social Security is a done dollar.
That's a done dollar. But I'll give it till 2030.
I mean, they're saying 2030. I doubt it, because they're saying 2030. So if they're saying 2030, you figure
2025. Man, I mean, I got to get on it. I'm gonna take care of my mama, dog.
You know what I'm saying? Bro. But again, hedge against the bet of inflation and taking care of everything.
Yeah,
it's crypto.
Yeah,
right. Even if you, like we were saying earlier, like you said earlier, even if you just want to throw everything into Bitcoin, why? Because off of Coinbase, you could always take a loan off of that, whatever you need, and now you're paying yourself back. You know.
So hold on. So some clarity with that. So right now, so what you're telling me right now of Bitcoin, because I just want to make sure I get the clarity and the clarity for those that are watching. If I bought a Bitcoin for $62,000 right now,
right?
You're telling me that Coinbase will still give me $100,000 loan on that one Bitcoin?
No. Just based off of whatever that Bitcoin is worth.
Is valued at.
For each Bitcoin, let's say now Bitcoin is worth $500,000 each, and you're holding 5, you could take out a loan of $100,000 for each Bitcoin.
For each one. All right. So even if somebody buys a fraction of it, let's say somebody owns $10,000. So I don't know nothing about this shit, and I got
you can take out a loan on Bitcoin as long as you have at least $250 in Bitcoin in Coinbase.
Gotcha.
You can take out a loan based on.
So if I got 10,000, if I got not even in Bitcoin, so like let's say right now Coinbase, I got $13,000.
Only Bitcoin.
I can take that 13, put it all into Bitcoin.
Into Bitcoin on Coinbase, and then take a loan off of that.
And then take a loan off of the 13.
Correct. Now, if you put it in Ethereum, you ain't getting no loans off that.
Ain't getting no loan. Got that.
Solana, Elron, you got to sell your asset to get whatever money you want.
But who would run from that? Like that's like who's I mean,
which is why. And then when you think about Bitcoin only having 21 million coins, right? And from that 21 million coins, how many coins have been lost, locked away? Somebody died, somebody ain't got it no more, somebody, whatever. So out of the 21 million, let's say we only got 15 million. Right? So out of that 15 million, everybody's trying to get a piece. And when we talking about everybody, we're talking about 3 billion people just in China. How many people in the world? I don't even know.
I think we're finally approaching the 9 billion. We're like 8.
Are we worldwide?
Yeah, worldwide.
Now imagine, because
China got 1/3 of the world's population, my nigga. Yeah.
Now they're starting with the third world countries first, though, right? Now imagine 9 billion people trying to get access to 21 million or 15 million of
Bitcoin.
Whatever, right? How much of that? You talking about Satoshis at that point? Everybody getting a sliver, unless you get early.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Right?
That's a good point.
Unless you're getting early and you can lock down 1 to 2 now, and not for nothing. Let's say a Bitcoin hit, which is not impossible, 400,000 for 1 Bitcoin. You can literally live your entire life off of 2 Bitcoin.
Hell yeah. I mean, shit, you could literally create your own monthly income off of just trade. I mean, today alone, like I tell most people, Bitcoin on a daily moves at least $2,000.
2 to 5. Depending on
at least, depending on the day.
Yeah.
So even if you got 1 Bitcoin.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're watching the market. You know where it's at. Like, okay, it's at 63 right now. This is usually where it'll either trickle up or trickle down, but this seems to be the bottom from yesterday. Same pattern. Boop. There goes the bump. You know what I'm saying? Good. Let me buy in.
That's good.
$1,700. That works for me. Give me that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Drops back down. All right. Buy back in. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just
it. It's just about time in the market, right? And
that's it.
Like even when I had the 1 Bitcoin I had bought in at 31, right? When it started hitting that 50, 51, whatever, I sold off and I diversified. And from there, I got into Solana. I got into all these other coins. So now I'm kind of like hedging my bets on all these other ones to where it'll bring me back up. And then I'm hoping I can get back into Bitcoin before it hits that 100K mark.
Well, I mean, me personally, I expect that before it hits that, I don't think it's going to hit the 100 before the end of the year. I believe it's going to hit the 100 around the second bull season, which is going into the spring. Right.
Which means a dip is coming.
Which means a dip is coming. So I just don't know how much of a dip, but I'm gonna guess based off of what I've seen and off of what I've heard from other people too.
Right.
I say between 45 to 48.
I was about to say, let's say the dip is like 43 to 47. Is that really bad for a Bitcoin though?
No, that's not at all. And I mean, if you're a holder and you woke up that morning and you saw that, at the end of the day, you shouldn't be crying about the fact that your $62,000 Bitcoin is now 43 or 44. You need to be figuring out where you got another 43 or 44 to throw into that bitch. Because when it goes up now, it's not leveling out at 62, 63.
It's
that shit is running.
Absolutely. It's going to hit that 135, that 130. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
That's definitely.
I can't wait. That's the point that I want us to get to, man. I would love it where me and you get to the point where, you know what I mean, we're playing at any given time with 3, 4, 5 Bitcoins. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, $250,000, $500,000, you know what I mean? That's still for everything else that we got staked that's making us our money and paying the actual light, water, rent, mortgage, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But on top of that now, we also have, you know, 4 or 5 Bitcoins that were just sitting there flipping. Because I mean, when you're playing the lower markets.
Hold on one second. Give me like 2 minutes. I'm gonna take a bathroom break. I'm gonna like throw us backstage. Okay. And then we'll just come back on live because why not?
Yeah, why not? That works for me.
Because Oh, there you go.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
Yeah, brother. But yeah, we just got to get this.
Now we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it for sure. We're gonna get it popping. And I mean, shit, we went extra long tonight, but
yeah, no, we good. We good. I mean, shit, we talking about crypto. You can never go too wrong with crypto, bro.
Right? Nah, man.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
We definitely got it going, man. We just need to get this you know, get our little system going with which ones, you know what I mean, are the main ones. For me, like I said, I mean, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Shiba, Algo, Polkadot, Poly, VeChain. What do you think about BAT? Have you taken a look into BAT?
I've taken a look into BAT. I think BAT is good. I just let me just check the price predictions on BAT.
Yeah, because right? BAT and I got some Raven coin too. I don't know if you got Raven coin.
I saw Raven coin last year, and I saw Raven coin when it was moving, and I did not get it on Raven coin. Don't know why. Don't know why.
How did it move? I mean, since you sold Raven last year versus to now.
Oh, it's still it went stagnant for a little bit. But let me what was the first one we were talking about? Bat, right?
Bat, yeah, Bat coin. Yeah, that's one I decided to throw a couple dollars into, just trying to see.
Yeah, I don't have the basic token. Yeah, they don't have that one listed here. What was the other one? You said Bat, and then it was
Raven coin.
Raven. Yeah, they ain't got Raven coin here neither.
What are you looking at?
Coinpriceforecast.com. Right, like that's what I kind of like base, because they're kind of bearish on their predictions too.
Gotcha.
So I kind of base my predictions on theirs, but I'm
what they're doing.
Way more bullish on what they predict though. Right, like I think Solana is gonna go parabolic within the next year.
Within the next year, yeah. Just
Yeah.
that Solana. And what's the other one? The one with the M. Moreno, yeah.
Point. I've seen that moving. I just never got into that though, because
to me it's almost priced out for me. Like I don't even want.
Yeah, it's a little bit too high. When I heard about it, it made its run way too much for me. I was like, yeah, I'm not getting into that. Right, but then the Elron EGold, which I'm into that, which that's like 2 and some change per token. But they're saying that, Elron EGold, but that may get to like 8K.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But then the Solana, they're saying could get to like 40K.
Yeah, they're saying that Solana is definitely right. I'll call it the Ethereum killer, but they're basically saying that it's really, really running on the neck of Ethereum and possibly can surpass it.
Absolutely. And not for nothing, just based off of my own personal use, that's the one that works the fastest, works the most, it works most efficient. It's you know what I mean? Like least fees and money gets there within 10-15 minutes. Like there's no downside to Solana that I've seen so far. Right? It's proof of what? A proof of stake? Proof of
stake, yeah.
You can't mine it. You got to buy it and invest in it.
You got to buy it and invest, yeah. So what do you think about my boy Safe Moon, man? I'm still a diehard Safe Moon fan, brother.
I hope. Again,
we doing good today. We up 11 points, brother. Almost 12.
Utility though. Like, I mean, I haven't there was that one AMA that they had where they said that they were working with some country out in Africa, right?
Uganda. Wasn't it Uganda or something?
I think it was Uganda. Ever since that though, never heard nothing from it. No,
they did drop the wallet.
But what's the utility with the NFTs, right? Like you would think Safe Moon would jump into the NFT game. Like that would be the one for them. But I haven't seen nothing.
But I mean, we got 5 zeros in front of that.
Even Ethereum Classic though was in the NFT game. Shiba Inu was in the NFT game. Right? Like what's
you don't think with Safe Moon we're looking at an early Doge, early Shiba, like people that bought Shiba last year?
We could be. I don't see what they're doing. Right? I'm looking at everybody. Cardano's making moves all throughout Africa, all throughout Australia. Right? Solana, we already know what they're doing with the NFTs and the Solana art and everything else. Ethereum speaks for itself. Bitcoin speaks for itself. Dogecoin gets the props from Elon Musk and
So what you think? You think it might be a rug pull? You think it's still a potential rug pull?
See, that's the thing. If it was a rug pull, they would have pulled the rug already. No, you think?
With the gains that they got, but then I mean, they still got 5 zeros. Do you really pull the plug, pull the rug at 5 zeros, or do you want it up to at least you get it to at least Shiba status before you pull that rug?
But if you're not saying anything about the utility of the coin or what you're working on, then what does that do, right? Like then you could just invest in Elron in that coin, because even they have a wallet and they pay you back in other crypto. You can get paid back in Ethereum and I think like 5 or 6 other cryptos through Elron.
I mean, well, when you go to the SafeMoon.net website, right? Mm-hmm. Current value is at 0.00002871. They've got 2,708,746 2,708,746 holders.
Okay.
So far, there's been 426.62 trillion burned. There's 573.37 trillion in circulation, and the market cap is 1.6 billion. I get what you're saying with the utility, but that's a lot of money. It's a lot of holders. Average holder on SafeMoon is 15 days. Average holder on Sheeb is 8.
Now, how many of those holders, though, because Sheeb has been way more volatile than SafeMoon. So how many of those holders are long-term holders that are just holding the bag and waiting for it to run up? And
yeah, because they can afford to do that. They can hold off and wait for a couple zero.
There's a lot of people that bought into that at the top, myself included, right? Like, because I lost $5,400 in SafeMoon. Made it back in AUM, right? Well, most of it back in AUM, but I'm still down $3,000 on a SafeMoon. You know what I mean? So it's like, even though I moved the money around and I made some money here or there, but I ain't make it back off of that. And can I see that hitting back where it was at the top? Shit, not when everything else is moving. Not when you got like Elron and the Polymatics and the Polkadots and the Solanas and you know what I mean? Like there's still
it's a long ride.
There's still coins that are affordable right now that were affordable last year, right? Like Ethereum. If I said, yo, buy Ethereum at 400 right now, it's gonna be worth 4,000 next year. You damn near going all in on Ethereum, right? So if Solana is that competitor and Cardano was that competitor, but nobody's talking about SafeMoon's that competitor, why would I throw my money into SafeMoon and not Solana, Cardano, or Elron, or you know what I mean? Like one of those things where I know I'm definitely gonna make money.
Yeah, you're right, because even if one of those run, even if SafeMoon run up, then that means that those are definitely gonna run up at the same time too. So
there you
either
go.
way, yeah.
If SafeMoon runs up, can you imagine what Solana's gonna be at?
Yeah.
Right? Because look at this past year. Solana went from $10 to $200. SafeMoon, right?
Good point.
So again, that's where the utility for me kind of comes more into play, and it's like, all right, I think I'm back. There we go. Are you back?
There you go. Yeah, you faded out.
Yeah. No, it was my internet thing. Yeah, man. But that's why I'm saying. So if we talk about long term plays, like 3 years, 5 years, whatever, I'd rather have them putting parts in Solana.
Yeah.
Right. Or Elron or Cardano. One of those.
No, that's a good point. I don't know, man. There's so much out there. I think that there's a lot that maybe a lot of people, you know what I mean, they can't help but get confused about. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely. All right, here's my thing. Even with Shiba Inu, right? At one point I had like $700 into Shiba. Before it started popping, I sold off the $300 holding I had and the other $400 holding I had. So I was left with $100, right? $100 still has me with 14 million coins. That $100 right now is damn near $600, right? So let's say she goes to a penny. Off of those 14 million coins, you know what? I'm okay.
You still made $140,000 off of it.
There you go. I don't need to tie up the other, $700, $800 into this. Which I did. I put it into Elron, Solana, and the Elron EGold, and all of those now are shooting up too, more so than what even Sheeb did.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, okay, like
did I really lose out? No,
right.
What I didn't make on that side, I actually made on the other side.
Kind of like invest with Alan when he was telling his followers on his Patreon, yo, sell off at Tesla 750, right? Tesla shot up to 1,000. However, if you followed him, you put that profit from Tesla that you bought in at 500, sold off at 750, you put that profit into Ethereum and Bitcoin. What has Ethereum and Bitcoin been doing in the last 4 weeks?
Correct. Yeah, because right now, I mean, his portfolio, if you're following along his portfolio, 40% of his portfolio is Ethereum.
There you go. Right, so you're still up. Yeah. And if you're smart enough to put that 40% Ethereum into Coinbase, you're making interest on that. 5% early in the year, 4.5% right now. Right? So, okay. So he was off on the call on when to sell on one stock trade, but you still put it into crypto.
You still made the money on the other end, yeah.
There you go. So are you really mad? Or are you just trying to find something to complain about?
That's where the greed factor comes in. But imagine if I still had the Tesla too. But yeah, but you didn't. So
but you didn't. And why didn't you? Because you didn't have the money to have both.
Correct, because you're trying to take 10 grand to 100 grand. That's the whole purpose why you're here.
There you go. Because if you had it, you wouldn't be starting off with 10 grand. You'd be saying, well, he's going to take 10 to 100. I'm going to take 100 to 1 million. Right? Like that would be the mindset then. Whatever money he's making, you would just times that times whatever the percentage is to the money you're working with, and you're taking that 100K and making $1 million over in 1 year.
1 year, yeah, that's a fact.
If you add it like that, but you don't. So don't complain about the dude just putting extra money in your pocket.
That's a fact, because there's so many. That's the thing that's so crazy, man, that people don't realize. There's so many people out here that's helping you that you don't even know that that's what they're doing
for free.
They're just as excited about it as you are.
Yo, there's no fun being the only rich person anywhere, right? Like you want to see people
win,
look like you, that come from where you come from. Like when I go on vacation, the most fun thing for me is to run into people that I can relate to.
Yeah.
And we're in this abstract fucking place, and it's like, oh shit, like, we here. We kind of made it.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Both did something right, goddammit.
Absolutely. So if you can do that now with your team, your family, your friends, your whoever, like why not, man?
Mm-hmm.
Why not? You know, and this is easy. And for anybody out there again that watch like the Earn Your Leisure people or the Invest in Allen or whoever, crypto is the way to go. Crypto is the only way to go. If you're getting paid in direct deposit, you're getting paid in crypto right now. It's called USDC.
That's a fact, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like your money is already crypto. You're not getting paid in dollars and cash and anything physical you could touch.
Well, it's crazy that people don't even recognize that. Like we've been dealing with electronic currency for a very long time already.
Absolutely. The same bank card you have from Bank of America, Chase, Citibank, whatever. Same bank card you could have from BitPay, from Robinhood, from Coinbase, from Crypto.com. Same bank card. Only difference is these crypto bank cards, you're making extra interest on your money just for having it sit there because they want your business, unlike traditional banks. Because if they're used to you just coming there and giving them your money anyway, because that's what we're taught to do. You know, again, it all goes back to institutionalization. Like it's just that's part of it. That's part. You get paid, you save your money. You show the bank you have money. You apply for a loan. You hope you get approved. What, bro? This is my money.
My money.
Right? You're using my money to make more money. Why am I not getting a PC off of that? Like, why do you
why am I still begging you for money?
Why do you think Coinbase could pay you 4.5% off of Ethereum? Because you know how many fucking people are buying into Ethereum? You know what I'm saying? Algorand, they could pay you 4% on that. How many people are buying into Algorand in the last 3 months? It went from under $1 to over $2 per coin. Like you're literally buying into penny stocks right now. Only difference is this is going to be actual currency that you can use. So it's not like, okay, I got to sell my Tesla stock, get money, and then Nah, I got Algorand. You accept Algorand? Cool. Now you accept XRP? Oh, bet. My app, I can just transfer that real quick. It ain't gonna cost me much, and I can pay for whatever off of this card. Same way.
So what do you think is going to be the big end of year closes? You think?
Oof.
For the bull run.
End of year closes on the bull run.
Top three. What's your top three?
Wow. The top three that I think is going to close, the top three I want to see.
Both. Because they should match. If they don't match, then that means you made some bad plays.
Well, no, I mean, look, Bitcoin, we already know, right? Like top three. So I'm thinking Bitcoin, Ethereum, and like Cardano, right? Like, because that's the top three, I think, on the
top three. You think that we're going to see the biggest spikes from in the okay?
I think.
Now, what about for you now?
Based on the current market cap, I think those are gonna fly, right? On the ones that I want to see, Solana. I definitely want to see Solana at like 550 by the end of the year.
And that's doable,
right? I'd love to see Ethereum Classic shoot back up to that 240, 280.
Lord, do you hear him speaking? Can you channel his energy and make that happen?
Listen, if Ethereum Classic, who is also getting into the NFT game, they're heavy at NFTs right now. If they can shoot up to like between that $280, $300 mark, that would be beautiful, right? And of course, Dogecoin, like that is near and dear to my heart. I'd love to see Dogecoin end the year at $1.32.
Me too. That's our baby at the end of the day. That's the one that just got us started on it all. So.
Oh yeah, $1.32, and I'm beautiful.
So if you let's say I'm brand new to cryptocurrency, and I just got my Robinhood account.
Right.
I don't know nothing about it. I do know that it's October right now. Christmas is around the corner. 10 weeks.
Right.
I got
the best play to get
I got
return.
I got $500 on me. That's all I got.
Right.
And I'm trying to have a little change to get into 2022 with. Which one would you suggest?
Yikes. I'd have to go with two then, right? Like I'd have to go with Ethereum Classic because that hasn't really moved. It's been consolidating for so long. And Dogecoin. I think Dogecoin is going to make a huge run towards the end of the year. Especially once Elon Musk makes his announcement, which I think is going to come either fourth quarter, like the end of this year, top of next year, to where he's going to start accepting Bitcoin along with Ethereum and Dogecoin for Tesla payments. Right, I think it's going to add on to the crypto portfolio of Tesla that way because it's only done great for him thus far. Right, even with him selling off at the top of this year. With his Bitcoin, some of his Bitcoin holdings, he sold off some of them. It's only worked out better for Tesla. It gave him the cash flow they needed at the top of the year to keep everything flowing. Right? Maybe these Cybertrucks are really coming on time. Like, who knows? Who knows? And he's going on record saying the only three cryptos he holds is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin. So if anybody's opening up a Robinhood right now and they're saying I only got $500. Go 250 and 250. Get some Ethereum Classic. Get some Dogecoin.
Dogecoin.
Absolutely.
And for the long run, for the 5-year run.
Oh, we talking 5-year run. I'm all in on Solana. Like going forward, I think that's the only coin that's
somebody with $500. Remember, these are brand new people. They don't really have, that's what they're
yeah. No. But you're talking still about waiting 5 years before they pull that money back out, right?
Correct. So you got somebody that, you know what I mean, they want to be able to retire. They got 12 and 13-year-old kids right now. They're going to be in college by the time they're 18. I got $500. Where can I sink $500 into right now that there's a good possibility that 5 years from now I might at least be able to put my kids through college or pay off my home.
Because again, this is important. It's not about just that one-time investment and then you forget about it and then you come back and you're a millionaire, right? Because that's the one thing that we have to get out of our minds, not just with crypto, but with stock as well. It's all about,
because it can go up and down.
It's all about DCA, right? Dollar cost average. You every week. That's why the 401k is so effective, because every week it comes out your paycheck,
correct,
right, and goes right into the stock market. So, and the way they sell you on it is, oh, it's pre-tax, so we ain't taking taxes out, and we just put it there for you. Da da da. Cool, whatever. You do the same thing on your own. Whatever money, like you were saying with the scratch offs and everything. Every week, just keep putting money, whether it's $50, $20. I don't care what it is. Put some money in there, right? So like Solana right now is 210, 2 and change. 207.
Yeah,
right?
207.
207. So this end of year thing that I'm looking at here on coinpriceforecast.com is saying Solana could end the year at 810 per coin, right? 2023, it could end the year at $5,600. 2025, it could end the year at $12,600. 2033, you're looking at $41,000 per coin on Solana, based on their prediction.
So somebody with $500 would basically have about $100,000 if they never moved it.
If they never moved it, if they just let it sit, and well, never moved it, and keep adding whatever you could add. Right, that's important too, because we got to remember it's not just.
If you gave $500 this year, you should be able to give another $500 each year, right? So let's just say you committed $500 this year. Over the course of the next year, obviously it goes up in cost. So $500 the following year is only going to give you what, a little bit more than a half. The following year is a quarter. But I get where you're coming from. At the end of the day, when you add all of that up, you should still be somewhere around the $200,000 to $250,000 mark.
Yeah.
If you're dumping in, so over the course of 5 years, you dumped in $2,500 just into Solana.
Right.
I mean, that pays out more than what you were expecting from Social Security.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now we're talking about low bowling $500 a year, right?
Correct.
What if you could put $5? I mean, what's $5 a week? Is that the same thing? It's probably going to have to be about the same thing.
About $300. $300 a year.
Yeah, it's like 2.6 is half of that. So yeah, let's say you do like $20 a week, right? 25.
Don't get that $20 scratch off Mega Millions.
Yeah, that ass though. Like you talking about scratch offs. I mean, nobody goes in there really and buys $1 or $2 scratch offs, right? Unless you just want to just.
Most people spend anywhere from $5 to $20 on a scratch off, and that's regular people, because we've all been behind that motherfucker. That's like, yeah, let me get that one. That you're like, did this thing? $150 on the scratch offs,
or on numbers, right? You ever been behind that person? Let me get 682, 50-50.
Yeah, all blocks, straight, flush, circle,
yeah, like
square, square.
Next thing you know, shit's going up, and they peeling off $300 and getting a whole bunch of tickets as scratch paper, because it ain't gonna be worth nothing after that, right? If they took that same money and just parked it into crypto, I mean, how much? Again, it's a lottery, but it's always a winning lottery, and it's always winning because you decide when you want to pull out.
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell people, man. I'm like, at the end of the day, that's the way I look at cryptocurrency. It's like, look, anything in life is a gamble. Anything in life is a risk.
Oh yeah,
right. Literally, everything is a risk. Anybody, to me, when somebody goes, that's too risky, compared to what? Everything that we do on a daily basis, everything that we get involved, there's a risk. There's a risk going to the store. There's a risk walking down the steps. There's a risk taking a shower. Like, you never know what can happen within your life. So
there's a risk investing the same way Warren Buffett told us to invest 5 years ago.
Correct, but because people like Warren Buffett are the ones that design the educational system, just like you and I discussed in a previous podcast in reference to where all they did was prepare us to be factory workers, man. You know what I mean? Just laborers. That's it. Sit up, stand up, walk in a straight line. You eat here. You know what I mean? Sit there, stand there, don't speak, speak. And if you think about it, education-wise, I didn't get an education. What I got was
history
read
lesson.
after me. It was all about memory, right? Yeah. So I need you to read this chapter, and then I need you to come tomorrow, and I need you to repeat to me what you read in that chapter. Yeah. Nigga, you're not teaching me if you're just having me repeat shit. You're not letting me have a creative. You're not saying come back tomorrow and tell me what you think that chapter meant.
If you think about school, there is no actual free thinking. Free thinking gets talked down to like you're a disruption in class if you're a free thinker, right? Because not all disruptions in class are class clowns. I was called a class clown.
I was called a class clown, but that because you were called that, you also know that a lot of times you weren't clowning. You were being dead ass serious.
I'm questioning.
Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but this doesn't make sense
to me. So it makes sense to me. And as an 8-year-old, they thought I was trying to be funny, but I'm not. I'm just no.
I'm asking you to make it make sense.
Look,
you're getting mad at me because
you can't tell me Columbus came here on Nina, the Santa Maria, right? And he just got here, and Indians just like, oh my God.
Why do we even know that, right? The Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. Why is that even?
Why do we even know that? Why do we know the names of slave ships? Is beyond me. Beyond me, right?
Because we some sellouts, apparently. That's what that is.
But again, you question that. It's like, well, no. Why are you questioning? Well,
why are you questioning that?
Because my and I remember this like clear as day, right? And it's crazy because when I start thinking about like things that I remember when I was a child, it's vivid to me. And sometimes I think it's not true until I have conversations like mom and stuff. It's like, no, that really happened. How do you remember that? Right. But I remember this in school and I was like, if a stranger came to my house and they were just like, hey, I'm here, I'm not welcoming them with food.
Yeah.
Right. Like they're a stranger. I don't know them. So why would I even open my house up or whatever and just say, hey, yeah, come in. We're all cool. Yeah. And next thing I know, you're running everything.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't we have an Indian president? Is what I thought when I was young, right? Like we should have it. They were the first people here. Like he didn't discover America because there was somebody here.
Correct.
So why do we not have a Native American president?
Correct. Your adolescent mind at that time was looking at what should have been the truth, which was, hey, you came here as a visitor. You shouldn't have been like, fuck you, I run this now. Should have been like, hey, wow, this is a nice place. I'm from such and such. Maybe you and I together, we could build this place into a metropolis like where I just came from. And you expected, you know what I mean? Like that was the same thing for me too. That really was.
But everything I kept looking at all throughout history books was just white faces. When you're telling me when they got here, people were here to look more like me. Right. Mm-hmm. So it's not just about the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, but then you got Plymouth Rock. And then you got all these other things to where it's like, well, where's the native? Who was here?
Mm-hmm.
They named that Plymouth Rock. Why is Christopher Columbus naming it Plymouth Rock?
Yeah, correct. What was the name of that rock before? What did you guys call it? We called it Rock. Oh, they called it Rock, nigga. They had no Plymouth on it. There wasn't even a car parked next to it. There was no cars back then.
Eyebrow.
So you guys are liars because there wasn't even a Plymouth.
Teen, none of that shit. Like it was just a rock.
It was just a rock. They were like, yeah, we call that rock, just like that other rock and the other rock over there.
But honestly though, even as a child, like I always question things because things just didn't make sense. Like if you're gonna tell me something and it didn't make sense, I'm gonna ask you. Don't tell me now.
That's to me, that's the main difference between. That's why I think I have such an affinity for Gen Z, because Gen Z doesn't even ask you those questions, and if they do, they already know the fucking answer. It's almost like if they want to know if you know.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if you're up to par, like when it comes, that's why I think like a lot of these, especially like the baby boomers, you know what I mean? Quote unquote, the Trumpsters in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. They're just like, oh, you know, this cancel culture. And I'm like, no, it's not cancel culture. It's accountability culture. You've got to generate your grandkids, or should I say, your great grandkids.
We are way too late in this podcast to go down that road right now. We got to hold that. That's got to be a whole.
I'm just saying though,
because you're absolutely right.
At some point,
you're absolutely right. You know what I mean? But again, this is why we can't talk about real American history in school, right? Because how's it gonna make the white kids feel, especially when they have so many issues now with depression and this and that and whatever. So now you're telling me my granddad was the reason why all these black people died and hung from trees and this, and my name is the same name as that name. And
meanwhile, for 400 years, I've just been hearing about how my granddad was hung. Because that's what it was. It was the law. I was allowed to do it.
Again, it's the reason why I feel we can actually crack jokes and laugh at other races, and they feel
that's
like
Dave Chappelle. Going back to Dave Chappelle, yes,
they feel attacked by that. But this is the only way we could deal with our pain.
Yeah, we always process our pain like that, and if
laughter, and if you're not, then you're killing yourself, because that's the only other option, right?
Well, you're just bitter. You're going to be a bitter individual, angry at the world for things that you could have had.
No. But as a black man, you're not allowed to be bitter. Yeah, so it's only two options. You got to fake it, or you just going to take yourself out. Because that's only been the only two options for black people if you think about it. Right?
Well, I'm going to take myself out.
I'm
going to take myself out to Ruth Chris.
Or you had the older black guys just went along with the motions that thought that they doing what but they were never really happy. No, they didn't want to get married. They didn't really want to be in this family thing. They never really got to live life.
Well, that's like the baby boomers too. It's like when you look at you'll have an old black man, right? He might see a white person and he might say something nasty about him. Like, look at this cracker ass cracker, blah, 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 right?
Right.
But as soon as that cracker comes up to him, now it's all good afternoon, sir. Good morning, sir. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow. So it's still there. So it's embedded in you, like you know.
See it. Yeah.
You could talk your shit, but that's as far as it goes. But that's why I like where things are now in the world in general. Because I feel like if every day we're cracking codes, whether it's the LGBTQ community, white folks, Spanish, black, you know what I mean? It's like we're watching what took place last year. You know what I mean? Just showed me that we can. George Floyd is bigger than most people realize. And most of the arrogant people just break it down to, oh, you mean the guy that was locked up and, whatever. It's like, to me, you're an unintelligent person when that's all that you're looking at. You're not looking at the fact that we saw accountability from everybody. For the first time, we saw black folks, white folks, Spanish, Chinese, everybody not there for their own separate causes, but there because they actually said, you know what? I've listened to Marvin Gaye. I've listened to Bob Marley. I forgot the dude from the 50s and 60s, what his name was. But I've been hearing black people say this for decades. You know what I'm saying? And it rings true every single year, every single decade. Like nothing has literally changed. Like, can we just focus on fixing shit with these people right now? Because we do, as black people, we do stand behind. That's actually part of our fault. But once again, to me, it comes from the fact of that we are loving people. Like most people be like, civil rights. When I see like an angry, upset white woman that's like, nigger, get out of here. It's like, look, you wouldn't even have a voice right now if it wasn't for civil rights. Like your husband could literally beat the brakes off of you. Police show up, and all they're gonna do is give him a domestic disturbance. You know what I'm saying? It's a civil case. It wasn't criminal. He would have just had to show up to court and explain to the judge why he beat the brakes off you, and he wasn't going to jail. You know what I mean? Like all of these things, you know, equal pay. You know, we've just leaps and bounds have happened off of black folks fighting, like you said, not even fighting, asking. You know what I mean? For just basic equality, just like that one comedian said. He's like, we ask for everything. I mean, we ask for equality. Just want to be equal. Is equal okay? Then he was like, you know what? And then we got arrogant. We were like, can we matter? Can we matter? I mean, just matter. We don't even want to be equal anymore. Can you just admit that we, or at least say that we matter?
That's the shit that kills me. Like
that's crazy.
Black lives matter, right? Like matter is the least amount of emotion and feeling you can give to something. Yo, something matters to me. I don't love it. I don't like it. I don't really care too much about it, but yo, it matters. Don't break it. Don't kill it. Matters.
I mean, listen to the words.
That's divisive.
That's what you gotta say to somebody. Like, yo, just say the word matters.
Right.
Black lives matter.
All lives matter. Nobody said nothing about all lives.
That nigga said that's the equivalent of your wife going, honey, do you love me? And you go, don't be ridiculous. I love all women.
Everybody, right? and you know what? And I don't even want to like rehash that because I'm kind of happy that whole all lives matter shit is dead, right? And I hope everybody that was doing it realized how stupid they fucking sound. Saying something like that. That's a fact. All lives matter. No fucking shit. Y'all care more about dogs than you do about black people.
Of course, we agree with that too. If you look to me, be like, do all lives matter?
Right.
Yes.
No.
Yes, they do.
Black lives matter. All lives matter. Do they?
Do they? Because apparently you just excluded the black one right off rip just by saying that.
And let's not forget, these Trumpers don't like Jews either, right? And I say either because Nazis didn't like Jews. Like white people on a whole, like pure white people, from my interpretation, they feel like Jewish people are not white, which blows my fucking mind, right? So when they were walking out there with the red hats and the khaki pants and the Jews will not replace us, what you mean? Like, ain't y'all one and the same?
But my thing is that, and I'm watching their age because those dudes look. You're talking about the Tiki Torch dudes, right?
Yeah, Tiki Torch motherfuckers. Yeah.
Those dudes are like college dudes, like in their 20s, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm sorry. What contact did you have with the Jew that has you this round?
What Jew did you so wrong?
Because I mean, I'm from New York, and I mean, my daddy even used to, do business with Jews, and I don't have anything that I would be like, yeah, Jews
will not replace us. And why is everything about a replacing with them?
Yeah.
Why is it about we're losing this? They're taking this from us. Bro, don't nobody want nothing that y'all got. You can keep your trailer parks. You can keep your motherfucking whatever even house you have and wherever you at. That's cool. We don't want it.
That's a fact.
Nobody
wants to take anything from you.
No.
We just want to matter. Just matter.
We just want to matter. And to be honest, segregation don't even sound too bad right now, because if you think about it, like the vaccinated and the unvaccinated thing, and I'm sorry because I know you're unvaccinated, but there's a lot of Trumpers on your side, bro.
Well, I'm not on their side because I got a whole different reason. Because for me,
that's the
I am
one
not
thing.
taking what did he call the vaccine that he was doing a study of? What Operation Warp Speed, bitch? You are not putting warp speed in me. No.
Vaccine is the one thing I've seen. Black Lives Matter, MAGA maniacs, everybody just we're about our freedoms. It's our freedoms. Okay.
Yet historically in this country, nobody's ever taken your freedom.
Well, there is,
but you're fighting to the death for it.
Right. Right. There is no. And if you think about it, like if you don't, in my opinion, if you're an African American or you're black, you're brown, whatever, you don't trust the vaccine, go to the white people neighborhood, right? White people are actually coming to black people neighborhoods for the vaccine because they can't get it no more. All the rich elites in the world are vaccinated.
I don't want to have a vaccine until a booster shot is about a good 2 to 5 years out. You give me a vaccine and tell me come back in 6 months to a year to get a booster.
Well, the only
that tells me
why,
you're still working on it.
Well, they're still working on it. No, listen, they're still working on it.
I'm not your lab rat.
And the booster shot is needed because we didn't hit the top vaccination number before the mutation started.
We sure did. We needed 2/3.
We didn't. If it started
herd immunity, we needed 2/3.
Yeah, but it started mutating before that, though. We had the Lambda, we had the Delta, we had some other.
Nigga, that's extra shit they came up with after, bro. let me tell you something, bro. The bottom line is that they do not want to kill us. I am not.
They don't.
Nowhere near a Trumpster or even aligning with them. But what I do know that our government wants us to do, they want us to be sick. They want us to live long and be sick. And they want us heavily medicated. Taxes and medication is how they make their money off of us.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not that dude that be like, oh, the government's trying to kill me. No, but I know the government ain't trying to fix me.
No. I'd say this. I'd say this thing. If you've come in contact, and this is not just for you, but everybody, right? If you've come in contact with COVID and you've had no adverse effects and there was just sniffles to you, like with Joe, right? It was nothing.
No.
Yo, fuck the vaccine. Don't worry about
it. That's how I feel.
Because you're good, right? People like me have to make sure I'm vaccinated and I'm okay and things like that. And not for nothing, when it comes down to the weather where shit start get cold, sniffle, you know what I'm saying, runny noses and all that, I'm staying my ass in the house. That's just my own personal choice. It has nothing to do with nobody else. But I know that I can't be out there. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of be that dude in the bubble for a little while, a couple months, few months.
Well, that's what I tell people too. I'm like, I work from home. This is where I'm at 24/7. Even if I run out, and I'm not an asshole. Like if I go to Walmart, I try to go to Walmart at like 7 in the morning, right when they open, because I don't have to wear a mask. There's barely 4 people in there. Run in, grab my shit, I'm out.
Right.
If I go to Walmart and I see the parking lot's full, you know what I'm saying? Slap my mask on, run inside, do my thing. I mean, I haven't had my thing is that, unfortunately, I feel that having a mandate in which everybody's required, that doesn't make sense to me because there's people with different illnesses. And the main thing that I look at, logically, right? One of the main issues with the vaccine is blood clotting. Main one, right? I mean, they don't give us the whole laundry list like every other thing we see on TV. They cause diarrhea, nausea, you know what I'm saying? Headaches, dry fever, dry cough. No, but the one thing that we do know, the one consensus that everybody has is blood clotting.
Right.
So like when I think of somebody like my 77-year-old mother, right, who's still working, who's still active, you know what I'm saying, who actually has lupus, 19 years, who at the end of the day, a vaccine like that, if she was to run out there and take it, she might be fine. But there is a good possibility, a strong possibility, that she could develop a blood clot off of any one of those shots.
Well, that means that Johnson, though. It wasn't really the other two. It wasn't Pfizer or Moderna. It was only Johnson & Johnson. They said that was forming the blood clots.
Do that? You believe them?
I mean, you got to believe something. You got right, because I mean, listen, I literally almost died off the COVID. Like I was sitting here, you know what I'm saying? Like sleeping,
can't breathe.
Yeah, sitting up, you know what I'm saying? Like did all that shit. So there's got to come to a point where you got to believe something, right? And my thing is, I'm believing in Pfizer because Pfizer makes the best dick pills that I've ever heard of, the blue pills, right? The only
I will say this: when it comes time to take it, that would be the one that I would take.
The only people I've heard that died off of that is because they all had their own little heart issues, and you know, it's blood flow and whatever, heart attack. All right, well, you died fucking.
But how do you know? I'm 47 years old. I've been drinking like a fucking fish for a fucking 2/3 of my life.
Right. Well, no, you're not taking the dick pill. You're taking the vaccine.
High blood pressure. I don't really, I don't think I got diabetes because I control my. I do work out. You know what I'm saying? I think for the most part, health-wise, I'm there, but I don't know. But
you don't know what? Because remember, they're not giving you the actual strain of COVID in this vaccine.
With Pfizer, yes, you're right. They're not.
Right? No, they're boosting up your something else to build up your immune system. They're giving you something close to it, so you form an immunity or something like that.
Correct. So when's the next booster? Once you take that shot, how many shots you got to get?
Since you don't have asthma, how about this? How about you use the vaccine as your Captain America shield, right? Mm-hmm. So you don't have asthma. You don't have thankfully, any respiratory illnesses.
No.
So you get this vaccine. You already have boosted immunity. Go out. Right? Go out, go around. Even if you catch it at that point, it really shouldn't even affect you. If you haven't caught it and it hasn't affected you before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, and not for nothing, I think that's where America kind of fumbled the bag on the marketing of this whole vaccine.
Trump fumbled the ball on that when he had people not knowing what the fuck it was.
For sure. Right. Yeah. But I'm saying, yeah, you're absolutely right. It was Trump. If we had a more competent, if Obama was in office, he would have sold it like nobody's business.
Everybody would have had it.
Listen, this COVID is coming. It's coming. You can't avoid it. Everybody's going to have to get it. That's just the way it's going to
get your shot. That's it.
However,
what about hydrochloroquine? What if you put
right? Fuck all of that and the IV rectum shit and the UV lights in the ass and all of that. No, get your Iron Man shield. Get this Pfizer. Get this Moderna. Go out there and keep living life. Some of y'all may not make it. I need to tell you this, right? If you have other outlying issues, it may be best to stay in the house. Correct. Wear your mask. Do whatever
to protect yourself. Just getting this vaccine doesn't mean
getting the vaccines. Not the end all be all.
It's not the be all end all. You can still die from this shit. Yes.
However, you can still die, but it's gonna help you, even if you get sick, to survive. If that were the marketing, bro, we ain't got no problem like this.
No problem. Yeah, everybody would have ran to it. Well, for the most part.
For the most part, for sure. Of course, you're gonna have.
All I can tell you is that for me personally, hand to God, I started noticing a couple of years ago where every single year they were trying to get people to take flu shots. And I remember growing up, I remember they were there. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, might have a rough season and they might be like, but I noticed the extra push on the flu shots the past 5 years. Whether or not they saw this coming, I'm not saying that it was bullshit. Right. All I'm saying is that I think that they actually saw this coming.
Right.
And they really didn't. I guess they thought they could sweep it under the rug by just blowing it off as, you know what I mean? Hey, this flu season's going to be a little extra. You know what I mean? Make sure you go get your flu shot.
Honestly, initially, I wouldn't take it as far as 5 years. I'd say initially that's how they were playing it, because that's what my doctor told me when I went to him, and I'm like, yo, this is different. Like, I can't breathe. Everything is, it's an upper respiratory infection. Keep doing what you're doing. This is before they even started calling it COVID. You know what I'm saying? And even when I go back to him, he still doesn't even remember that sometimes. And I'm like, I told you. Oh, shit, that's right. I remember. Right. That's just how. So maybe 5 years. That's kind of a stretch. I think it's something that they've always been working on, because the COVID's not new, right? This is just the 19th strand of this virus.
Yes.
So in my opinion, COVID from 1 through 19 has always been a man-made virus. And they've just had control over however they use it. This one just kind of spiraled out of control.
It didn't spiral out of control. Those damn chinks gave it to us.
Well, no, it spiraled. Because the initial doctor that said, hey, guys, watch out. This shit is coming. He was dead in like 2 weeks.
That's the other thing. the China virus. It's like, dude, it's just a virus, bro. It's like
China virus, Kung flu. Again,
Kung Fu flu. Like, I mean, all of that. Like, he downplayed it. Like, all those bodies that happened beforehand.
Oh yeah.
Even if I drop, my body is on his head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's in his hands because it's based off of a lot of what you said and the lack thereof. Because when I think about it, and I know, like me and you, we have a lot of ways in which we see things the same, and certain ways where we don't. Mm-hmm. This is how I looked at it. If you want to know the reason why I still haven't gotten it. So leading up, Joe Biden won.
Right.
No accepting of it. No normal sit down like two presidents that one's taking him like, hey, okay, so this is what's going on. This is what we got here. You're going to do that. That's going to go over there. We got this. No communication. Yeah. Joe finally comes in January, right, to take over shit with nothing, not knowing anything that's going on because there was zero conversation between their party and their party, right?
Right.
So within everything else that's going on, as far as being a president and making decisions, even though that was up there, there's a lot of other shit that was up there too. So I give it about a good 4 to 12 weeks, right, to weed out some of the people that were like completely full of shit, bring in some of your own people, meanwhile still having some of those existing Trumpsters still there. So that takes me through February, March, April, May. That brings me into May now. You know what I'm saying? We got vaccine approval since December of when Trump was still in office, right? December 12th to be exact, all right? So now you've got your own crew in there. They're working through it. You're talking with your own people. You're designating people. You're trying to get people like, you know what I mean? Hey, we're trying to get to 100 million, 200 million, yada, yada, yada. The way I see it, we're only in October now. So I'm going to give you May, June, July, August, September, October. That's only 6 months that you've taken over, not knowing any fucking thing about what was going on from this and coming in and now knowing or now figuring out with the help of Dr. Fauci and whoever else was there to sit there and put all of this together. For me, it was still too, because I haven't been affected by it yet. For me personally, it was just too soon. I'm not anti-vaccine. I'll take it. I just won't take it yet. I want to see the run-up. By this time next year, yeah, I'll more than likely be vaccinated.
Yeah.
I just want to see the run-up. That's all.
For anybody who's not affected and has no underlying issues, take all the time you want, and with like honestly,
but take your precautions too. Stay your ass at home. If you're going out in public, wear your mask.
Wear your mask. You know what I'm saying? Sanitize, whatever. Like, don't do anything extra. Don't be out in clubs and shit like that, right? Because I mean, it's not just about the other people; it's about you too. Because you don't never know. Right. So you know what I mean. So it's all about just being safe, being careful.
So what you're saying is live long enough to be able to see what my Shiba will eventually be worth.
I mean, at least live long enough to make an actual decision on the vaccine if you want it. Right? Yo, I know it's so extra with the commercials that they have, especially on the radio. Oh, yeah. Dad, Mom, tell my friends I'm sorry. I didn't get I'm like, come on, bro. Like, y'all going way too far, in my opinion, right? Yeah. Like that wouldn't even be necessary if you didn't fumble the bag in the beginning. If you didn't
fumble the bag to begin with, yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but let's chill out on the scaring people.
Yeah.
Into getting.
Well, we had that for 4 years. That's all we heard was this scare tactic. Scare tactic. It's not going to work.
Ever worked? When has a scare tactic ever worked? Though
they don't. They really don't.
You know what I mean? You can't scare people into doing it. And now you're talking about white people. Yeah. White people who've never been scared or forced, or their freedoms are at play, and I don't have my rights anymore. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like,
you know what?
Well, what's next? Be like, yeah, what is next? What are they going to make me wear a seatbelt for my own protection? That's ridiculous.
I mean, or maybe they may stop and frisk you.
You know, why do I have to wear a helmet?
Stop, man.
I should have the freedom to be able to bust my skull open on a sidewalk or a motorcycle if I want to.
And that's the part. That's the part. Honestly, that's the only part that angers me, where it's like I see my people over there on that side with them people, knowing that there would be no, like right now they're telling Kyrie Irving, yeah, that's right, you have the right to speak, you can say whatever you want. Last year when LeBron was talking about George Floyd, it was shut up and dribble.
That's right. It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So don't use my people again for your bullshit.
But technically, Stephen A. did tell him to shut up and dribble, though.
Stephen A's a dumbass too. If you think about it, who's the other black person on ESPN that's a constant? There is no other.
Oh.
No, Shaq is on TNT. There is no other on ESPN. Stephen A. is the only black face.
Don't talk to me about sports. I know everything about sports, buddy.
Black everything on ESPN. And not for nothing, Stephen A. Yeah, he's definitely he sold out. He ain't the same person he was 10 years ago. That's for sure.
Yeah. He definitely drank the Kool-Aid.
Oh, for sure. Hey, look, you do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? The checks coming in.
You even saw the white people looking at him like, "Calm down, hey, relax."
Bro, that's the thing. Like that's the thing.
Boy, you're angry.
He doesn't even.
You're really angry at this nigga.
They have him as a caricature of an angry black man, and when I see him, it angers me because it's like, dude, calm the fuck down.
Yeah, you shouldn't be that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be over animated. Like you're an intelligent black man. What the fuck you doing all this extra for?
He is very intelligent.
You know what I'm saying?
That just goes to show I know about him, and I don't even watch sports like that.
I get you like Cowboys, but when they lose, you got to throw on a cowboy hat and yee-haw your stupid ass up there on the goddamn screen so everybody can laugh at you. Stop.
Yeah, you dancing a jig. Yeah.
That's all you
blackface. Yeah.
I don't see the white. I don't see Skip Bayless doing that.
Yeah,
I don't see any white fucking even Colin Cowherd or whoever's a white sportscaster that's more leaning to the right, harsh. You know what I'm saying? I don't see them being that animated. They come out there, say what they say, and that's it. They go home.
Yeah, you definitely. He actually definitely did do the Candace Owens, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know, nobody else is gonna
Dave
say
Chappelle was making fun of in his Dave Chappelle show is Stephen A. Smith. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry to say, but it's the truth, man. I have nothing but respect for him, but come on, stop with the shuck and jive shit.
Yeah,
stop.
Yeah, that's it.
If you're gonna be real, if you're gonna be really real, and then stop smoking the weed, man. The weed, shut the fuck up, stop it. You're talking to football players that are basically going to a car crash every play of a game.
Every game, yeah. Facts.
So you rather them turn to the alternative drugs that these pharmaceuticals are giving them, which is going to turn them into fucking psychos?
Mm-hmm. Or those are actually worse than the natural shit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right? Come on, man. Or maybe try some natural pain management. If it's not being abused and it's really being done for pain management, right? He talks about weed so bad when it comes to players. He don't say that when it comes to Steve Kerr, who's a coach for the Golden State Warriors, who's said weed helps his back pain. He's a former player.
So Stephen A. Smith has a problem with weed?
Oh, yeah, big time.
What does he feel that weed has done to black folks?
Well, because the young black folks mess up their contracts because weed has been so criminalized. So let's not talk about the system that criminalizes it being legalized. Let's talk about the black players that couldn't stay off the weed, man, and they messing up their contracts. Stop. Because how many more years you gonna keep doing that? How many black people in jail right now for drug crimes that white people getting paid off of?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now don't come to me with the weed, man, and you should know and you should need to be more smart, more this, more that. What other trauma is that dude living with? How many of his homeboys got killed when he was 5?
Correct. You don't know what he's dealing. You don't know what the reason why he's doing what he's doing, the coke, the pain.
Was he only brought up with his grandmother? You know what I'm saying? Was he touched by an uncle? You don't know nothing about this dude. But you want to talk about him because he messed up and he messed up his contract because he couldn't stop smoking weed.
Couldn't stop smoking the weed, man.
I can't, man.
Oh God. Meanwhile, my man hairline starts him back here. It's like, bro, let it go. Just look, it ain't that bad. Being bald, you know what I'm saying?
I don't even want to clown him because, like, I had respect for him, but it's like I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I see the way ESPN has gone in the last 4 years, right? Where you had Bomani Jones on there, you had Dan Le Batard and his whole crew, you had this whole eclectic group of sports reporters, right? But they would still bring in the social topics, and their social topics aligned with mine. So now when I'm seeing the only people you keeping is the ones that's either staying away from them social topics or the ones that are trying to clown the people who look like me, I ain't fucking with y'all no more.
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah.
I've honestly I've canceled every subscription for ESPN.
Really?
I don't even look at that shit on TV no more. If you can believe that. Honest, I don't even look at it on TV no more. Nothing for me to look at.
Wow.
I have nothing like I don't want to see what these dudes are talking about. Right? Like they have Sage Steele on there. Sage Steele is half black, half white. She was on the show with this ex-quarterback from the Chicago Bears.
The Fridge.
No, Jay Cutler, right? She said about President Obama, oh, he identifies as black. I don't even know why he would do that if his father was never a president in his life. He was raised by his white mother and his white grandmother. She's also mixed race. You don't understand how a black man could identify as being black?
Being black.
When you look at Obama, does he look like a white man?
I tell you this much, his black ass get in the car and drive out there tonight and get pulled over. They're not going to be like, so what? What do you identify as?
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Man. Listen, ESPN has nothing for me no more these days. Stephen A. Smith the same, man. Like it's just sports.
They're all agenda pushing.
Yo, and again, I guess I should kind of thank Trump for this. He kind of pulled the curtains up on it, right? Like
yes,
I never realized how racist the NFL was until Kaepernick and Trump and the sons of bitches and the this and the that, and then seeing who's picking whose side and who's standing with who.
Yeah, that's the only thing I would literally give Trump props for is, and Obama, because Obama showed us the first half, right? He showed us the first races. Those are the ones that were like, it's not that I have anything against black people or a black president. No. It's just that I'm a Republican. Okay. It's my political affiliation. Okay.
I wouldn't say Obama showed us the first racist because they were able to hide under Obama. I would say
but that's what I'm saying. Like the first half was just basically like they just let you know, hey, it's not because he's black. It's just that
not even that.
He's a Democrat. I'm a Republican. I'm not racist.
We needed the 8 years of their felt suppression with a black man in power, so that when Trump came in power, they could show their ass the way they showed it. It had nothing to do about them. Oh, no, I'm a Republican. No, I ain't even hear that. Anybody say that shit to me. Right? Because I knew some Republicans that still voted for Obama because they just didn't like the fucking McCain dude who couldn't lift his hands up, his arms up, right? They didn't like him. He wasn't the guy that spoke their language. He was a little bit too on the fence for them.
Yeah,
right?
Well, McCain would have fucked up their money.
Well, yeah, definitely, because he was fair.
Fucked up their money, yes.
In hindsight, McCain was fair.
Yeah, he would have fucked up their money. They were pissed. Yeah, that's why they didn't want him in there. That's exactly why
they didn't want him in there. So they voted for Obama. Why? Obama was a Democrat. However, they still owned the House and the Senate. So everything could still get manipulated the way they wanted to.
And he was the first black president, and they knew that he wasn't just going to come.
He ain't going to do shit.
You know what I'm saying? He just want to coast.
You know what I'm saying? Like Obama ain't coming up here like, nah, executive order out my ass the same way Trump did.
Yeah.
Fucking Biden ain't doing it. The Democratic Party never does that. We're pussies. Not even we.
There's no more we. I don't identify with none of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, nah, man. I denounce their asses. Like, the Democratic Party is a bunch of pussies. That's all they fucking want to do is try to play
let's hey, what happened? I got jumped at the park today. Let's go over there and talk to those guys.
Right. Let's go and show them where they went wrong.
Let's go tell them why they shouldn't have jumped you and what we can do to make sure that you don't get jumped anymore. You know we're going to get jumped again
Nah,
yeah, that's possible, but we're still gonna go talk to them.
I ain't doing it no more. So right now, Biden has all the power. Even with Kamala being, especially with Kamala
Kamala's
being
the decision maker. She's the split. Fuck
where
me in the ass, bro. Like, really?
Where are the just executive orders being signed, sealed, delivered? Where are they? Right?
Maybe we're asking for too much too soon. I mean, we're still in the first year. You think maybe they're just giving this year as a run?
We have midterms next year. The midterm elections are next year, which means the House or the Senate will get flipped right back next year. And what do you think that sets up for 2024? Donald J. fucking Trump bringing his fucking orange ass right back all over again.
So what you're saying is that tomorrow morning when I get up, I need to buy some more DWAC stock.
Nah, chill. If you think his first 4 terms or 4 years is crazy, oh my God,
he's coming with a vengeance. Like,
come on,
you're gonna kick me out? I'll show you, motherfuckers.
Yo, he was saying he wants to go for 3 terms on his first term. You think he ain't gonna try to overturn that? Dude. Who's running the Supreme Court right now?
Well,
oh shit, the Republicans. They hold what?
I don't know if you watched. There was a program where they were like, I know most Americans, they take it lightly as far as, you know what I mean, what Trump did, as in, he tried the coup, but it didn't work. But there was this one dude, and he was like, if 2 military leaders and another 2 Supreme Court judges had backed him, it wouldn't have been a potential coup. It would have been a fucking coup.
It would have been an overturn. It would have went down
complete. Like at the end of the day, it would have been. It is what it is. It's unbelievable. They were like, he was like, I don't think that people realize how close we came.
No.
To that actually happening.
No.
Yes, thank God. You had certain people in certain positions that were like, yeah, no, this is wrong. No, we're not going to allow them to do that. No, we're not.
Certain people in certain positions. You know what you're talking about? You're talking about the black security guard that led the mob down the wrong hallway so they wouldn't get to Pence and them in that room, right? That's you talking about regular people that was doing a regular job that had no idea that all this was already planned and set up.
Yeah.
And they was literally there trying to protect the people in the Capitol building.
While this guy was actually watching and allowing, had the power to call and stop it, but didn't. Just watch.
They're the only people that stop Pence from not getting hung, to stop AOC from not getting Lord knows what.
His homeboy that fired his pistol.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Homeboy that killed the one, right? That killed
the one girl. My man fired off. That let everybody know, yo, these niggas ain't playing. They killing
everybody know.
Mm-hmm. Like, meanwhile, he's getting threats.
So at least those 2-3 people should get like Purple Hearts of fucking medals for war, and they went to war.
Dude, they sure did, with a vicious mob too. That wasn't no regular mob.
Absolutely,
that was a mob that was there for a purpose.
Think about what was it? I think it's like anywhere from 4 to 6 cops that committed suicide after that because they just couldn't deal, right? And not just because they couldn't deal with what happened that day. It's the aftermath and the backlash too. Because remember, those white cops that committed suicide, it was they people saying, yo, what the fuck is he doing, bro?
What are you doing? You're on the wrong side. We're doing this for you. We're doing this for you, Bubba.
Right. I can't believe you was over there stopping us.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They beat one officer to death with a flagpole.
Mm-hmm. And the other one with a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, come on. Mm-hmm. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? It screams inside job. It screams, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
nothing but corruption. It screams that
I think everybody knows what it was. Correct. Just like, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things where they totally allowed that to happen, man. That's just what it is. I mean,
yeah.
And I'm sorry if it was you and I that did the same thing.
If it
we
was,
would have been brought up for charges.
Still be cleaning up blood off the sidewalk right now. Let it had been 200, not even the thousands, 200 black and brown bodies that was trying to attack the Capitol like that infiltrate.
It'd have been 200 dead bodies.
Still be cleaning up blood off the damn sidewalk. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
I don't get
you
it,
see it all the time. And that's the thing. It's blatant. It's blatant. So, again, I guess this is going back to wrap this whole thing up, man. Invest in crypto. Get your money up. Get the fuck out of it.
Except if you white. If you white, don't invest in no crypto. Crypto don't want your money. Just kidding. Just kidding. We love all our white people. Not the Donald Trump whites, though. Y'all different. Y'all don't like black people.
Not the MAGA maniacs, man.
Not the MAGA whites. The MAGA whites is different. But you un-MAGA whites, y'all all right. We don't care.
No, y'all Elton John whites, cool with me.
Yes, y'all cool with me.
George Michael.
Y'all Lil Nas X whites. All I'm going to tell y'all. Leave Lil Boosie alone, though, man. Stop trolling that nigga. Y'all gonna make that nigga get a hemorrhage, or he gonna go out there and do some goofy shit. Leave that nigga alone.
You see the blood shots in his eyes? He needs to go sit down and just leave the fucking internet alone. Leave Lil Nas X alone. Leave the gay community alone.
My man was tight. That nigga, he showed his age. He like that. Remember that one Kevin Hart comedy where he's like when his grandfather get mad, he like, yo, that's like Lil Boosie. Lil Boosie, like, yo, relax.
In the tweet, you heard him stuttering in the tweet. You know what I'm saying? With him, I fucked up. I beat your ass. Like, man, shut your high ass up, man. Making us all look bad out here. Leave that boy alone. He out there getting money, doing his own damn thing.
Let me tell you something. I just want Lil Nas to come out in 10 years and be like, yeah, this is my girlfriend, Felicia. She's a woman. And I just want to thank Lil Boosie and all you other haters out there.
Not even. I'd love Lil Nas X to do what the fuck he want to do. And if you don't like what he's doing,
I'm good with him. He's good at it. He's fucking good at it, bro. I gotta give it to him. Why not? Like, it really makes you call and be like, yo, you almost want to be like, Boosie, what's really going on, man? You okay, bro? Why are you so why are you so mad?
First off, before I get to that, let me just say,
don't know.
Lil Nas X makes banging songs, right? Like without the visuals, for me, anyway, the visuals kind of mess it up, right? Because he goes way too. I love the trolling, right? And I love how it makes people feel uncomfortable. But I'm like, I can't look at this more than once.
It's true. It's like, man, you might. I'll listen to it again. I might not look at it
again. I'll look at it once just to be like, this.
Like, shit, that was crazy what he did. You want to watch it again? Do you have the audio file? Can I just hear the audio file?
This nigga just lap danced the devil. Did you see that shit? All right, I don't need to see that no more. The song is cool, though. You can play it.
My nigga, I clapped at that shit. When I seen that, I was like, oh, niggas is gonna be pissed off.
Yo, it was amazing. Yeah, his troll game.
I was like, this nigga right here.
His troll game, top notch. I have no problems with Lil Nas X with his songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish him.
Yeah, he's a marketing genius. He's a marketing genius.
He's fucking amazing. You know what I'm saying?
You can tell. You probably even. I could even hear the producers like, so. You sure you want to? You sure you want to lap dance on the? Yes, nigga. That's what I said. Give me a devil. I'm gonna lap dance on the nigga. Yes, you're gonna put it out there.
Forever. Okay. Yeah. And then we're gonna have this other video with the shower scene and everybody
with the shower scene, and we're gonna have swinging dicks, and Lil Boosie's gonna get mad, and a bunch of other people, and I'm gonna make millions.
Yo, troll game to 100 million.
But you know what? That's almost like what the Stephen A's and the Candace Owens of the world do too, though.
I wouldn't put it. I wouldn't go that far.
You really think that that's their feelings? You really think that when they're alone in their thoughts, that's really how they feel?
Candace Owens, yeah, I think so. Stephen A, I think
A, that nigga light skinned, he might get away with being half white. Candace Owens, her black ass will get beat the fuck up by the police, dragged.
Yeah, but
like, we found the leader of BLM.
Yo, Condoleezza Rice.
Condoleezza Rice.
Sound like a Mexican dish.
Sound like a Mexican dish.
Same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same thing.
White power. Yo, that was the best Chappelle special
definitely.
ever.
Definitely.
Nothing will ever top that. He will never top that.
Yeah, man.
I would tell him that to his
Clayton
face. I'd be
Bigsby,
like,
right? That was the
look,
Clayton Bigsby joint.
like, yeah, let me tell you something, bro. You are definitely the GOAT. Kevin Hart, Eddie Murphy, all these niggas can sit there. I mean, Bill Burr, there's so many I have out there that I love, but my nigga, you with that one skit, I will probably be 85 years old, and that shit is one of those things that will replay in my brain for the rest of my life. That shit was fucking hilarious, bro.
That is, man.
But yeah, cuzzo. So yeah, man. As we end off, let's give people some numbers. Let's see where we're at right now.
Okay.
For those of you that are here for the discussion, and you might want to know what else is going on besides racial disparity and non-vaxxes. Algo is down 1.60% to 201. Let's see what is the most. Ethereum Classic is up 55.67. Ethereum is down 0.39% at 42.05. Shiba is down 1.85. They're at 41.54. Dogecoin is down 26.49. Which other one? Solana down 0.63 to 207.68. VeChain is up 0.142. We're not doing too bad. AMP up 0.047.
You know what? We didn't see the midday Monday crash the way we usually do, right? Like things
it didn't happen today, which was weird because I thought that would happen with all the hype off of Trump stock between Fund PHUN
and the DWAC,
and DWAC. Yeah, I thought that a lot of people, because you got a lot of them that are into crypto. You know what I'm saying? I actually expected, like, when I got up this morning and I saw Shiba was at 41, I was like, we'll be at like 34 or 35 by 10:30 this morning. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you usually start seeing the transition from cryptocurrency to stocks right around 9:45. It starts to trickle into the negative. The market opens, and then you look and you be like, okay, everything is stable. No, that's the other thing, folks. Nobody makes moves the first 15 minutes.
Right.
That's rule number one within the market, unless you really know some shit. If you really know some shit, then go on and make your moves. But those first 15 minutes is not the settlement. So if it's running up or running down, it better be a day trade or not even a day trade. That shit better be like a minute trade.
Right.
You're just trying to scalp something real quick, because other than that, that's it. But yeah, usually by 9:45 on Monday, it'll start running down, and then at the close of day, you know what I mean, it'll do it. Right now, it's 2:43, so this is flat for right now till America wakes up. The UK really didn't bang out the crypto market that much. Clearly, we can see what the UK is really dealing with. They like XRP, which is up 2.66% to $1.12 right now. VeChain, AMP. What else did they back up? Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash for some odd reason. XRP, Polkadot, Polygon, VeChain. That's what. So this is all, you know what I mean? This is the other side of the pond that they're by. Usually by the time the morning comes down, that's when it flips around again now, right? So that's when you'll notice that your Bitcoin and your Ethereum and all of that, you know what I mean, shoots up depending on how these charts look right here. Algo, I'm shocked the Algo is down that much, man. 1.43% to 1 that usually.
Well, no, it had a strong run up today, though. It went from like 170 something to over $2.
It did. That's why I thought once Europe, you know what I'm saying? Because Europe is up right now. I mean, 5 hours ahead. So that's what.
Oh, they would just take it. They would take it.
7:44 in the morning. I thought they would wake up and be like, "Oh shit, 201." You know what I mean? Like,
right.
No, but it looks like they woke up like, "Oh shit, 201."
Sell, trying to take profits, right? You never know.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. And then that'll tank down. So I would actually say that by the time we get up officially 6, 7 in the morning, especially if it hits below that 201 that most of us probably went to sleep on tonight, you'll probably have some people waking up in the States that's like, okay, yeah, let me take advantage of this little bang there before it goes over the $2 mark, and you know what I mean? I end up spending more. But yeah, we ain't looking bad. Safe Moon looking good too. So yeah, man. For those of you crypto folks out there, man, do your thing. You're good. Just take your pick, man. Start off with a couple dollars, and that's it. Work it.
Yeah, buy and hold. Buy and hold. Honestly, just keep dollar cost averaging. Buy and hold. In my opinion, even if you buy something and it drops, if it drops significantly by like 10-20%, which happens in crypto, 40%, right? Yeah. Buy more. Buy more. Dollar cost average down.
Yeah.
So wait, even if it makes a quick spike and you don't feel comfortable with it, you can sell off and you're not going to lose nothing.
And you're not going to lose
out. Always get all your money back.
But again, this is not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes only.
Entertainment purposes and you know, having fun.
And that's it, because it ain't like we're trying to let other people like us, you know, have a life.
We ain't trying to have everybody from the hood just get up.
Everybody from the hood just be, I don't know, financially independent. I mean,
right. Because just think about what hyperinflation would be, right? Like a loaf of bread would be $200. Can't do that.
How terrible would this country be if we all had money?
I mean,
who wants to live in a world like that?
Right.
Oh, you bought that? I bought it too. I got the red one.
We all can afford it. What is this, Cuba?
What is this, Cuba? What's next? You gonna sell me a '57 Chevy? Huh? Sorry, Cuba. I just saw you.
Oh God, no, this is true. No, but seriously though, like that's the mindset of the people that have it already. It's like, well, everybody can't get it. If not, we'll be a third world country, because then everything will go up in price, right? Which, not for nothing, it's kind of happening. You kind of see it
anyway,
right? Like it's gonna happen anyway. So
we've been, there's literally 700 families in the United States that hold 98% of the income, the revenue.
Yeah.
Like, the rest of us is surviving off of 2 points. Like,
top
why are you guys so pressed?
The top richest 89% of the people in the United States of America own the top. No, excuse me. The top 10% richest people in the United States of America own the top 89 to 90% of the stock market.
Ain't that crazy?
So the rest of the 90% of the population is divvying up the rest of the 10% of the stock market.
That is crazy.
So how much money are you really going to make off the stock market?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And imagine with the money we're pulling now, most of us are like, wow, this is amazing.
Bro, they're talking about
10% compared to what they're doing.
10% returns on your money in the stock market throughout a year is a great investment, right? Like when you diversify and you get these residual payments, if you can get a stock paying that back 10%, that's a great return. Solana just did 12,000% in a year.
And why didn't you tell me about this a year ago?
I didn't know about it a year ago. I found out about it when it was $46. Ethereum just did 10,000%.
Why didn't you tell me about this about a year
ago? We knew about Ethereum. Ethereum was 404,000.
Like, that's why we're here, folks, because we're telling you
you don't miss out the same way we
that you don't miss out on 10,000%. Now, the crazy thing is that you would look at something like that and be like, okay, well, 10,000%. There's no meat left on that bones. My nigga, this is still the beginning. Ain't that crazy? Like, this is the beginning. Like, there's a dude that has seen 10,000%, and he's like, yeah, I'm holding. You know what I'm saying? He's selling shit.
There's somebody right now that's sitting with like 200 Ethereums that he bought last year at $400 a pop.
And they're like, yeah, I'm gonna ride this out.
Like, yeah, I hear this Ethereum could hit 140K. I ain't selling yet. This potato.
I ain't selling yet. I tell you what, 140, when it hits 70K, I'll sell half. And I'll hold the other half to the 140. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do they really have to lose? Like,
I'll sell half if I need it. That's the beauty about crypto too, right? Because you don't even have to sell if you don't need it. You can literally buy and hold that winning lotto ticket until ever.
Well, you remember how long it took people to transition from checks to debit cards and shit like that. It's the same thing. You just got a lot of people that they need to see it. It needs to be tangible to them. They need to be able to log into their bank account, or you know what I mean, go to the ATM and push in their card and see, you know, their available balance, not from Coinbase, not from Robinhood, but from Bank of America or Chase, to be like, wow, I really have that money.
Yeah. I need the institution to tell me that my money's here. Although
that my money's here, it's like, don't you get that the institution's the one that's been robbing you of your money? Those are the ones you're literally going to the thief. You know what I'm saying?
even if you have $20,000 in the checking account, you can't go to a bank and say, "Hey, give me my $20,000." You got to call them in advance.
So that they can prep that money.
That money ready for you.
You know why, right?
That's only $20K.
Yeah, well, they have your $20K in possibly Bitcoin
and all sorts of different investments.
DWAC,
for sure.
One of Netflix,
right?
Netflix isn't doing too bad these days.
And I didn't know about this until like when I was doing bank runs for my job, right? Like I'm going there and I'm like, I need to pull out 10,000, 13,000, whatever. Oh, you got to start calling. We just don't have this money available. I'm like, what do you mean? Well, we're in Sparta, New Jersey. We typically do $15,000 worth of business a week. So if you come in and you're taking 15,000, we have to
make sure we got it for you.
Money, right, before we can give you that. And I'm like, you got to be shitting me, but you're a fucking bank.
You're a bank.
You got a whole.
What do you mean you don't have it?
You're right. Like, what's the vault for? Like,
hold on, wait. What's in the vault?
What's in the vault?
$15,000. Because last time I checked, I can put 15,000 in a small pocketbook.
So you're telling me
in
then
a fanny pack.
Basically, what the bank was telling me back then that I didn't even pick up on was all the money is already digital.
Digital, correct.
And the more money they hold in the bank is the money that they can't use to invest in other shit to bring in more money.
And so their answer was 15,000. So we're investing everything here, but 15,000.
Because on average, that's the amount that we do weekly.
The rest of that money is running.
Think about it this way: if the bank is so comfortable in investing their money, which they've stretched, and Bank of America and Chase are definitely going heavy in crypto right now. What makes us as regular people not want to take our weekly paycheck, throw that in crypto, and then pull out whenever we need?
Yes.
Right. And deal with the fluctuation.
Yeah.
Because
and we don't have to call ahead for that. It's accessible. Like we can pay our car payment.
It'll go down 50%, whatever, but it'll shoot up 500%, 1,000%, 12,000%. Right. And as long as I'm not stretching myself thin to where, okay, well, I'm not going to have anything, that I can keep that as a rotating live checking account. If you think about it.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's a living checking account. It goes up, it goes down, however it feels.
Yeah. No, that's a fact.
Right.
Well, hopefully, you know what I mean? Hopefully they learn. We want you guys to learn, because at the end of the day, does it benefit us if you learn? Yes.
Right.
It benefits you too. Benefits all of us at the end of the day.
Yeah, man.
Crypto is the future. It is what it is. And in closing, just buy some.
Just get in. Only less than 10% of the world is involved in crypto right now. Right. So can you imagine when that becomes 20% of the world, when that becomes the retirement funds and the 401k plans and those trillions of dollars that turn this crypto from 2.2 trillion or whatever it is now to 11 trillion.
Yeah.
You know,
what does your little peanuts actually turn into? Turns into a lot more than peanuts. That's for sure.
You go.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Life changing. There's 700 billionaires right now. I don't know how many millionaires. I can't give you the number, but I do know last year was the highest running of new millionaires, and most of them were under 30 years old. I'm 47. I'm just letting you know. You know what I mean? Like this, and most of the new ones from last year came off of cryptocurrency. That's literally where it came from. A lot of them utilized their tax refunds. You know what I mean? They sold some of, I mean, you might have a garage with a bunch of crap in there you don't use. Have a garage sale.
Yeah.
Whatever you make that weekend off of the garage sale, dump that into Robinhood. If it all turns out to be zero, then what? You cleaned out your garage and you took a shot at it. But what I can tell you is that I'm 99.99% sure that if you park that bitch in Robinhood, you're not going to be disappointed. You're not. Yeah. Key thing is don't get carried away with it, because when you do see this, the flip side to it now. You have your garage sale. You end up with $1,000. You put it in there. You drop it on Shiba or Ethereum or whatever, and they do a run up, and next thing you know, your $1,000 turn into $1,800. Now all of a sudden you're like, well, honey, you're gonna sell the cars, you're gonna sell the kids, you're gonna no, don't do that. What you can do, just like Lo said, is every week add a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Throw in a little extra. You already threw $1,000 in there from your garage sale. All right, you usually, on a Friday, you usually go hang out with the boys and you bring a 6-pack or a 12-pack, and you guys polish off 2 or 3 of those, or you go to happy hour. Yeah, you don't go to happy hour every week. Miss out on one. Miss out on a day or two. Take that money and put that there. Because if I can tell you this much, if Los and I had did that from back in the days, dude, we would be. I would say we would be approaching billionaires if we had taken all of that disposable income that we spent on happy hours, alcohol, you know what I mean? Shit like that. Yeah. Back when 2012, 2013, 2014, yeah, that would have been serious. And right now, see, he's going to pee it all out. He's peeing out all of his profits. That's why he does wine now. He can't help it. It's like he's got to get something in there, but at least it's not a $70 bottle of Douce. Now it's, what does he get me drinking? It's 19 crimes. Have a bottle of wine. You're about to go out this Friday. You could either have a bottle of Henny or Douce, or you can get a $12 bottle of 19 crimes and get yourself, I don't know, 500 Safe Moon or Shiba Inus. That's what you got to do, So, yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this long-ass program. I hope you enjoyed listening to him pee. Yeah. And, yeah. You got anything to say in closing, Cuzzo?
No, man, this has been great. I mean, we went.
Yeah, man. We're gonna try and do this like once a week. Give people the updates on what's going on.
And we'll get better at it too, right? Like I'll incorporate the some charts and things like that. Like I got some other inputs and things like that. So yeah, man, we'll make it work. So as we're talking about the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, whatever, let's just pull the charts up and go through it, right?
Like pull the charts up and show them, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that'll work. All right, my brother.
Love you, brother.
Love you too, brother.
All right. Talk to you tomorrow, man. Later.
Talk to you later, bye.
All right.